There was Silence and Far Eye were in the lower deck, where they could, in this cargo hold, is the 28-foot tall King Hecaton. Still,
give him an even 30.
Says 28 in the book, Michael. They specifically put 28, so I'm saying 28. Gotta be a reason. I don't know. Chained down by 4 chains, one attached to each limb. He appears to not be breathing. He appears to almost be in stasis, immobile. His eyes are open and staring glassy. The 2 guards that were down here were joined by 2 more, as they're like talking about like various accents. They're all human. They are all human. And they say, apparently, we've been boarded. And the captain is searching to see if they're pirates or what they want. But we've come to help guard the king. And they laugh.
Bloody pirates.
And you can see that he has like a squid tattooed on the side of his neck behind his ear. And there's 4 of them. Silence and Far Eye. And as we just said too, that Twitter thing that if you weren't with it, that you had to remain within 30 feet to receive the benefit of the pass. I'm gonna assume you guys don't have the pass without chase, but you guys are currently out of sight, right? Because you guys have like this massive storm giant bound by chains. These chains, although well wrought and clearly magical in some nature, and they're secured to the hull, they don't look totally invulnerable. Back up above deck. If I remember correctly, there's like kind of snow, sleet, and it's dark. And the ship is moving, so it's windy. And the captain, the wizard fellow, in his reins, in his slicker, with his hood up, he casts to detect magic. And he's aware of the presence of Michael. The ship is 100 feet long, 20 feet wide. And he says, it's middle of the night. Well, actually, it's not. It's only about 7 p.m. He says, it's nighttime. It's cold. Do you want to just tell me why you boarded my ship? And he's looking in your general direction, Michael. He's aware that there's something magical, but he doesn't have an exceptional perception or anything like that to really be able to.
Would Garl hear him say that?
Garl, you're practically 100 feet away at the bow. These guys are at
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you hear him talking, but hell, you've got the wind coming behind, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
you can hear that he's talking. But
I will say, in case you're unaware, Slargerfell has noticed a weakness in our hiding. The man in Yarder has been slain for spilling the beans. spilling the beans, for giving up information regarding this endeavor. And so I was sent to see how easy it would be to sneak aboard. And behold, here I am. He is not pleased with your defenses. Really? Are you pleased?
You name drop Slarkrithel
Yeah.
and immediately think I should believe you. You don't think I know what Slarkrithel wants us to know?
I think you know what Slaughterfell wants you to know. And apparently he is ill pleased and doesn't consider you worthy of knowing that you're being tested. What good is a test if you know that if you've been forewarned?
What's the secret handshake?
Well, I'll pull out the holy symbol. Or the symbol of Slaughterfell that we got from dude.
A bauble means nothing. You could have found it on said dead one in Yarder. He says Slarkrithel doesn't prove his alliance with baubles.
Let me answer you this.
He
How
proves
secure
it
is your hold
in the
up?
mind. And you can see he's about to cast a detect thought spell. Unless you want to do something about it.
Garl would see him.
How far away is he? How
would-
far away is he?
I don't know. I would say probably about 20 to 30 foot range, kind of.
Would Garl see this captain doing something that he's used to seeing spellcasters do?
You know what? Just roll
You,
initiative.
pardon me, Michael, what?
Just roll initiative.
Well, that's what I'm almost wondering. Like, is that what?
I mean,
yeah,
how strong are most of these guys? Really, we could take these guys, right?
We don't know what they've been drinking.
Out of character, we probably can because this guy's an archmage, right?
They did take down this king of the giants.
He's a wizard. That's all I know.
I want to kill. Let's kill him.
Don't forget, Ryan, you're under the boat. Well, in it.
Well, I'm about to
I
start
was
yelling.
near.
You'll-
I was near to Nicodemus, so I'm nearby wherever he is.
You're
Well,
under.
no,
the
you were in the
hold.
hull. You were in the hold.
I'm on the deck, but I'll be
Yeah,
yelling.
he's up on
You'll
the
hear.
deck.
I'll be yelling. You will hear.
It's
I'll be
true.
yelling loudly.
It's true, Ryan.
Hmm.
You and
Just out of
Silence
curiosity,
were down below.
what's his CR?
What?
What's his CR? Just out of curiosity.
Hold on. Oh, here, let me see. It's like okay, I forgot even what I was doing. My brain is slow today. Where'd it go? There it is. Where the fuck?
So much for my plan to get them fighting the half orc, but still.
12. Challenge
Might
rating
still get
12.
the half orc fighting him.
Yeah, I was hoping to do that, but apparently, no, we're just.
Well, if the wizard
do-
doesn't budge, perhaps the half orc.
Okay, if you guys.
It's detect magic concentration.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm
pretty
assuming.
sure it is.
I'm just checking.
Yeah,
It
yeah, I'm
is.
pretty sure it is.
I mean, at
Okay.
this point, stealth might be out the window at this point, though.
You open my character sheet. Oh, I'm already on him. My initiative is only +2. Cool. Let's do this.
Are we rolling initiative?
I'm
Yeah,
attacking
yeah.
the guy,
Let's roll
so whether
initiative,
we're rolling
everyone. Yeah.
Or not, you're like, what are you going to do? He's about to cast a spell. I'm going to do the same thing, and mine's not
19.
going to be pleasant.
Okay, what's your initiative there, Farai?
19.
Okay. And what's your initiative, Carl?
It's an 18.
Okay.
actually,
And Michael, what's your
17.
initiative there? 17
17.
there?
Yeah. 19, 18,
And
17.
silence there?
13.
It will go. Ryan,
Yeah.
Garl, bad guy, Nicodemus, bad guy,
Oh.
silence,
Mm.
and then bad guys and NPCs. So there's like 3 bad guys that'll be going like kind of, well, not you know what I'm saying. 2 bad guys actually. Okay, so Ryan, you're down below.
How close
You
am I
can hear
to
like the stomping above on the deck boards above you.
how close am I to the King Hector?
Like literally right there. Like you place your hand on him. Like there's a narrow space between him and the
So
like the hull.
for these chains, I have the spell magic memorized. If I
I think
use
we need
that
to
on
focus
the
on the guards first.
if I use that on the chains, could he free himself?
There's one good way to find out, bro.
Okay, I'm doing it. Fuck it.
I like
Okay,
that.
I'll focus on the guards then.
Right, I'm casting the spell magic on the chains at level 5.
What the hell was that sound?
That's me.
And the guards are okay. You cast Dispel Magic.
At level 5.
And you are not able to dispel.
Don't I get a roll on that?
Maybe.
No. Dispel Magic does not work.
Now we
Why?
know. Artifact.
Because that's what it says.
Best reason in the world. The module says so.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
I thought as
okay.
much, but it was definitely worth a try. I don't blame you. That's a good idea.
just like why can't you scry on the ship or anyone on it? I don't know. It just says you can't.
Cause
They didn't give me a mechanical reason why. You know it can't simply be dispelled. And I said, although that they are finely wrought and somewhat magically bolstered chains, they do not look invulnerable.
you could probably fuck that thing up, bro.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna start hitting it, I guess.
don't hit it with your fucking hammer or sword or whatever you got. Dude, be Thor. It's raining. That kind of simulates a storm. Boom, baby, boom. Call
You
down
are
the
the
power of the
storm.
storm to
Use
release
it.
the Storm King. Show them the Storm King's thunder here and now, bro. Do it. Next round.
Okay.
I wish I hadn't used my first level assault now.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, girl, you can see that like your companion's like way down by the forecastle. You're up or at the aft castle. You're by the forecastle. There's still 3 living guards who are like basically I can't do it. He's dead. You know, and like they're kind of like they clear the dead guy away.
He's dead, Jim. Just drop him overboard.
And while the one guy's kind of like dealing with him, the other 2 guys are talking about like kind of like what to do. You can kind of hear them like they don't want to like kind of come back to like the forecastle and be sniped down.
But
They're kind of
Oh,
you
can I
kind of
interrupt
cleared
for
out the
something real quick?
forecastle. The forecastle has like a 2 ballista which are loaded.
Ooh, that's a big arrow.
but I see
It's
the
loaded.
I see this captain.
Yeah, he's like 70 feet away. Like you're at the
and
bow. Yeah, he's like way down. You can see.
but
that
I
he's
do I
leaving.
see him like prepping something for.
Well, yeah, I would say you could. You could see it looks like that he's casting a spell. He's not like doing it super hastily.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't like pointing a fireball or anything.
Then what I'm going to do is
It's hard to tell. Like I said, like with the wind and everything, he's
Yep.
even got like a hood up, and you know his.
Okay.
It's disadvantaged.
Yeah.
You know, even with your you have 120 some odd feet.
Yeah,
Still
he
dim,
does.
right?
Yeah.
No, I got 150 feet of.
Yeah, he's got a super.
It's still dim though, but you can see him.
Yeah, it's dim light, but you
What's
can
up,
see
Walker?
him. Yeah.
Doing.
But
Like I said, dim light, but you can see him.
but what Gar will do is he's going to shoot 2 crossbow bolts using his sharpshooter abilities at the
Mhm.
captain.
Okay.
And so that's a 12 plus 17. Does that hit for the first one?
Yep.
And the second one would be a 15.
That one hits as well.
Okay.
Hey.
So let's see here. We'll do the damage on the first one. That's let's see here. D8 plus 2d6 for sneak attack. And yeah, I think that's it for the first. Let's roll that. And 20 points of magical damage. And then on the second one is just take those sneak attacks off. Is 12 points. So 22 points total.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action,
Mhm.
a hide.
Okay. These
Coulda
2
hunted
arrows
him.
came. Zot. And he kind of
Oh,
takes a step, and I'm gonna roll my concentration.
On your detect magic?
Yeah.
At least we know he's got nothing else up at the moment.
Yeah. He
What else?
loses his detect magic, but it doesn't matter, kind of, because I guess he loses it, and then he says, he's like, grab the nets, those nets, and sweep the decks. And you see some of the sailors are going over to like the side of the gunnel where there's like a mound of like those like ropey cargo nets. And it looks like they're gonna like string out from gunnel to gunnel the 20 feet and then like sweep the deck for those who might be invisible or magically hidden or whatever.
Yep.
They're gonna make their way towards the bow. There's like 4 of them that are doing that. Altogether, there's 15 guards, the orc, and the wizard up here. And the wizardy guy, he casts Detect Thoughts. And he looks uncannily straight at you, Michael.
He picks up, oh shit, I gotta kill this guy. The gig is up. That's what he gets.
And
that's what I'm thinking. Just FYI.
and he says, look,
I hope everybody else is nearby.
he says, you talk of Slarkrathel. Maybe Slarkrathel.
Can I hear him in my mind, or is he saying that?
No, he's talking. It's Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
So he's not reading your
Not
mind,
telepathy.
but it does say you're aware of creatures. Like you detect that there's a mind near you.
There's mine.
As long as your intelligence is
Perfect
over
spot.
like 2 or 3 or whatever, right? It's I read it. And
You would detect everyone except Garl because he's got non-detection on it.
Yeah. So the goblins.
Concentration.
He says, you speak to me like you know Slarkrathel. And he kind of pulls an arrow out slowly from where it's in his robes, throws it down to the deck. And he says, you might be of interest to Slarkrathel. And it's your turn, Michael, Nicodemus.
What did he throw on the ground?
Just an arrow that hit him. He pulled it from his robes,
He's gonna bleed out.
threw it down with disgust.
Calamar. Calamar.
Here you go, Nicodemo.
I want to walk up to him, and I'm going to reach in. I'm going to try to pull his heart out through his chest. Inflict wounds. I think I'm gonna bump this one up. That's 3d10 for first level, 4d10 for second, 5d10 for third, 6d10 for fourth, 7d10 for fifth. Fifth level. Screenshotting. Sending this screenshot, which even has the time on it.
But you
to the
got a crit?
messenger. Yes, I did. Sending it to the messenger group. It's got a time on it and everything. Boom. Send. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
That's so much damage.
Okay, just out of curiosity, you double all dice. Would
Yes.
you double all dice on a spell attack?
Yes. If it's an attack, yes.
It's a spell attack. It's a,
Yes.
it's an attack roll.
No, if it's an attack roll, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, where's my D10? There's my D10. All right, count it off here for me, fellas.
I've got no
1,
problem with you
2,
killing villains.
3,
I really don't.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not as good as I was hoping. But still, 88 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
Does he rip his heart out?
He's resisted to damage from spells.
Motherfucker. It is necrotic, though. Hey, right?
Yeah.
I thought maybe that
No,
might
it
hurt.
because you would kind of expose yourself at the passed out trace right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like,
I'm
so
in a space now, right?
so
I
you'd
don't
almost
think
it
you're
would
past
almost
that.
be like I almost picture it. You're almost like Predator, almost, right?
Out of
Like
the shadows, suddenly.
yeah, and
Rain
then
out of the shadows right in his face.
exactly. You just suddenly like almost like emerge into reality and attack, and he does have like his eyes do bulge, and you can see too that he has.
Oh, that's actually over average. Average would have been 77 points of damage. I just had to figure it out. It didn't sound good to me.
But as I said, he's he is resistant to damage from magic, so that would have done in almost anyone.
88?
But but he is somehow being bolstered by something.
By the squid.
And when you get this close, you can see that under his hood and his face, and although he has a look of shock, his eyes do have a somehow alien aspect.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do I have any bonus actions? I can't do 2 spells, so I can't do a magical weapon. I mean, spiritual weapon. I can't do that with a bonus action. I don't think I have any bonus actions. I like to do some of my channel divinities, but those are actions. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Sorry. There were 2 10s, 2 9s, 1 8, 4 6s, 1 5, 1 4, and 3 3s in that 14.
Wow, that's a good roll.
Yeah. I thought that wasn't good when I first rolled it up until I looked. I was like average of 77. So I was like, oh, I got 11 over average. That's not bad.
You do that.
Yeah,
And
I'm done.
you can see behind him. Suddenly, then over the gunnel of the ship, you see behind him in the background of the movie the camera. The camera focus changes from you guys are the clear focus, and the background is blurry. All of a sudden, you just alter the focus, and you guys blur out, and the background goes clear,
And
and
a
you see a scaly arm holding a harpoon go over the gunnel, and then another hand grabs on with wicked-looking claws as this large humanoid creatures with scales and wicked teeth as 4 marrow climb up
Oh shit.
aboard
Okay.
onto the deck of the ship with harpoons in tow.
Are those sea ogres or sea trolls?
Sea ogres
Sea ogres. Okay. I mean, not that.
with
like,
harpoons. Silence.
Yes.
You see Nicodemus has sprung at this wizard, and you're like, that's right, you get him, Nicodemus. When suddenly you see these.
She's in the hold too.
I'm below deck.
Oh yeah, you're below deck too. I'm sorry. But do what? You
I
guys,
probably hear the tumble.
I was gonna say,
You
up
heard me
above,
yelling.
you guys would hear Nicodemus's voice. You can tell he's in some sort of altercation, and you can also hear like a strange clamoring on the side of the hull. And
They're not.
the casting of the dispel magic, you can see that a couple of the guards are going to come over to see what about those. Just they heard basically they're coming to see. They're like, hey, what the hell is that? They don't exactly know someone. Hey, was that someone casting dispel magic? No, they don't know that. They're like, hey, what was that? Was that someone? I don't know. We're gonna go over there and look. All right, I'll go look. You'll come with me. Listen, every time, at night time, when you eat that fish stew, I don't appreciate you.
Are the guards still within 20 foot of each other?
They are as of right now. Yes.
When I cast Synaptic Static, that means I can get all 4.
Okay.
It's instantaneous, so I choose a point within range that causes physical damage and explodes there.
Ooh, yeah.
Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with intelligence
that's a shatter?
score.
No, it's
No,
synaptic
static.
Oh, synaptic static. Wow.
Oh,
With
yeah.
an intelligence score of 2 or lower won't be affected by the spell.
What?
So they have to be pretty idiotic not to be affected by the spell.
Wow. Where's that from?
That is a bard, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard spell
Wow.
Yeah, but what book?
Yeah, what book?
book.
Hang on.
Or
It's
origin?
I've heard of it
from
before.
Zafander's
It's
Guide to Everything.
Xanathars. It's from Xanathars.
It's from Xanathars? Okay, no,
The
I'm just,
greatest
I'm
book
just,
ever.
I'm just wondering. Cause, yeah.
It's basically a psychic fireball that also banes them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So a target takes 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save.
And
Do they have an intelligence point over 2?
I'm pretty
I'll go on-
confident. Pretty confident.
I'll go on a limb here.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not bane. It's during that time it subtracts a d6 from all its rolls. It's better bane.
There's a bane. What? What about a bane?
Synaptic static. If you hit them, they it's 8d6 psychic damage.
If they live, they are bane.
Intelligence saving throw. And if they live, then for 1 minute they have minus d6 to all their attack rolls, ability checks, and
Okay.
concentration throws to maintain concentration.
Yep.
So let's just assume they're dead, though.
Yeah,
So
probably.
8d6. Is that enough to kill them without having to roll the dice?
How much?
8d6.
Hang a minute.
Okay, because only one of them succeeded at the save.
So only one of them has an intelligence score of 2.
No,
No,
they all failed their save,
Yeah.
They all failed.
and one
Except
made it.
one.
3
Okay,
failed,
that's
1
fine.
Only one of them succeeded on the save. They all
So he's only taken
like their
4.
intelligence is 10. So
Average.
like it affected them. It's just but if they have to make a save, only
Their
one of them made it.
is about to be reduced to 0. You know, corpses have 0 intelligence. I'm assuming objects.
Mm-hmm.
Because how much damage?
So 86.
Hang on a minute, I'm just doing that.
Killed.
Dead.
Killed. Dead.
They have 9 hit points, even the one that made it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I made it above that,
Dead.
yeah.
Killed.
All of them, even the one who survived?
The one who made the save. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dead. They're only cultists. They don't have like massive hit points. So you guys are down here alone in the hall, alone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now we've got time to focus on the chains.
Yep.
So we need to get him up.
Focus on the corpse on the upper deck.
You hold the upper deck. We're down here trying to open the chains.
Yeah, we're on that.
We can't hear him. He can't hear us.
Okay. So
I think since they're dead, we might as well check their pockets in case they might have a key or something like that.
what you call it? The orc is like just staying at the wheel right now. The guards here at the back, the 4 that were like manning the ballista, will keep doing that. So there was the 4 of them are going to with the net start sweeping the deck. The goblins are quickly going to get scooched out of the 30-foot range. And plus, they're wet and shivering, and soon they'll have to make a check after a minute.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
Because they got wet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. All right.
And they're just pushing towards the bow with the net, making sure that like no one gets by. I guess that's really kind of it. They're searching. They know there's a sniper out front, and they don't know who's out there. People are hard to see. What? Okay, so I guess we can just go back to the top of the round.
Okay, so that's me again, right?
Yeah.
All right. I hope this works. Call lightning. On the. I'm gonna call lightning. I'm gonna.
Do you need like an open sky for that or something? Because you're in like a cargo hold.
Can I see this guy? Like the door's open, right?
Well, no, you guys just snuck in. Just open it up and.
I don't need an open sky. I just need to. I just need I summon a sky 100 feet. I summon a cloud 100 feet up.
Which you can't see 100 feet up, but
yeah.
As long as there's sky above you, it works. I'm guessing.
Yeah, whatever sky above you, you can use it in a cavern.
I mean, even with the hole in the way, there's sky above you?
Yeah, you can use it in a cave, in an underground. Yeah, it just you summon a cloud, and however high above you it is, and you just call lightning.
Actually, hang on.
May want to read it.
Like, I really thought that you needed, like, the cloud had to fit.
Yeah, the spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear. But
I'm wrong.
But you don't need to be outside. So I need to pick a point 100 feet above me, which I assume this isn't 100 feet up. There isn't 100 feet above me right now.
No.
Okay, new plan.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
No, that's I knew that. I knew you can't just cast it within. It has to be pretty much like in a super big area or outdoors.
What about so with this I think Shatter's probably the best bet then, and we'll both have to do that a few times to break these chains.
I got shatter too, so we can both work on it.
Yeah.
I mean, we both have shatter, so
Yeah. I'm gonna do a 4th level shatter on can I, is there a point on the chains that I can hit?
Yep.
Because it's 2 shackles, right? If I
Yep.
Can I just hit the point where the shackles meet, so I don't need to hit both of them?
Yep.
Okay, so it's it auto hits because it can't make a con save, right? So that is 5d8, which I'm going to max out. So that's 40 thunder damage to the chain.
The one chain practically explodes off of his left foot.
Okay, I've done my part. Your turn.
It practically, it just, like, several of the legs just pop.
We may survive this yet.
I got shatter too, so that'll be my next thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't, I can channel divinity twice a day, so I can do that again on the other one.
Yeah.
Are you forgetting what I've said several times over? I've got shatter.
I know.
Go to town, fellas.
If you don't get it, then I can do it again.
Yeah, we got backup. We got
Automatically
backup.
do it, you know.
Everybody above deck hears the loud boom.
Crack. Yep.
I recognize the sound of thunder from my man. I whisper in his ear, I told you your security sucked. People in the whole now. Still shocked that he's still alive. Like, oh, fuck, dude, that was really good. I'd never grabbed somebody's heart before like that.
Yeah. Garl.
All right.
See these guys sweeping towards, so they're probably about 40 feet away. Even the and you can see that they're even kind of rallying the the goblins in front, and you can see they're kind of commenting about goblins, not much of a threat, right?
Now when
you got 4 guys with the cargo net.
When the large sound happened,
could the goblins have done something?
Yeah, actually they could have, but I would assume that they what Michael?
Too cold.
Just try to get out of the cargo net. That would be it.
Yeah, they're just moving ahead, not happy.
Uh-huh.
They know Garl. They know that they're just getting pushed towards Garl. They know that where they're getting pushed to is not a terrible place.
Oh, okay. Maybe just run ahead then. Just
because they're wet.
Dash. Fire.
But did they change what they were doing when they heard the loud?
Not these 4. The other guys are kind of waiting for orders, and you can tell people are looking holy fuck, what the hell was that, right? It's loud.
Garl, go ahead and try to shoot the captain again. There twice.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. The first one. Come on. That is a miss. Almost a critical miss.
Eish.
The second one is a critical miss.
God damn it.
You can see how he kind of ducks and kind of blocks with his arm.
Then Garl will go ahead.
You can tell he's thinking things are going to shit quick, right? Like things are escalating quick out of his control. He was sleeping and suddenly
Garl will move up further towards the bow nose.
okay, like right to the point of the bow.
Nah, that looks like it's a pretty big distance. Garl was up towards where he shot and killed the one guy
Uh-huh.
on the
Uh-huh.
ballista.
On the forecastle, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say he'll move his 25 feet back towards the tip, which might put him about halfway.
Yeah. About the middle of the forecastle, kind of.
And then he'll attempt to hide.
Okay. I don't know what there is really other than the ballista themselves. If you look at the decking, you can see where there are like loops where you can pull deck boards up near the ballista. But
I was thinking about like up around where the nose is. They
Mhm.
have that hump that's there,
Mhm.
hiding like down on where it curves down onto the bigger fin.
Okay.
Since he's small.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that will give him a stealth of 18.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Like, I mean, none of these guys have like any like wisdom or perception or anything, so I just don't even know. These were like the worst guys to watch something important.
So Garl's just trying to get out.
I just cannot figure it out. I spent all fucking week reading this part over and over and over, going like, well, I don't even understand. Like,
But Garl's just trying to get out of the area where the net might possibly come at the moment. Since they're sweeping the deck, they're 40 feet out from him. He's positioned himself, especially after making such a horrid set of shots. He says, I need to get in a better place and reassess myself. What's going on here? Is what's running through Garl's little beady mind.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can go hide over there. Like I said, there's the guys in the cargo nets are sweeping the deck, but even like where you are, like, I don't know. Like, you're swept to the end, but the way you can hide is like beyond what they could do, especially like in the dark with no dark vision and just like it's
The worst watchers
hard
of
for
all
that.
time.
Right. And the captain says, kill him when you find. And he disappears.
Damn.
Oh well. Okay.
And the orc at the wheel says, you heard him. And the ballistas swivel. Nicodemus, it's your go. They're going to fix the ballistas
On me.
Damn.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
If he went invisible and moved, he would still technically provoke an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Yeah. Or no, because I think you actually have to see him.
Okay, so that wouldn't do it. Oh.
Yeah. But he didn't just go invisible.
Oh.
You could feel the sense of mass is gone.
Yeah, you got the fuck out of there.
Eeriness, probably.
Okay. Okay. I got ballistas on me.
Yeah, they're just swiveling around.
Yeah.
Because it
There's
takes
4?
one guy to aim, one guy to shoot, and they're already loaded. And
Yeah.
there's 2 on each, so they can and
They
will on
fire
their.
me. Yeah. How far is the down? The
Not far at all, like 10, 15 feet.
that?
You totally, honestly, you could easily move over there, item interaction, open it up, and go down.
Yeah. I think I'm. I think I very well might, and I'm going to do it by. First, I'm going to say, y'all been a great audience. It's been great. Peace. I'm out. Poof. Invoke duplicity.
Mm-hmm.
Go invisible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I want to run over there and as little as possible open the door.
As I said, they're humans. It's dark. Actually, the
Yeah.
half orc, I'll
Yeah.
roll for him.
Yeah.
Because
He
he's
might-
the only
yeah,
one
I
who
wanna-
has any.
As little as possible.
Oh
I want to stealthily do it.
no, he's watching the duplicate because it's like kill them all, right? So he's like pulling out. You can see him pulling out a couple, like a short, wicked looking. You don't know if it's a knife or a short sword.
Nah.
In his half orc hand, it looks pretty fucking wicked, whatever it is. But he's going towards the duplicate. He's not watching enough. And I picture that.
No, not doing the duplicate. Not that one. The invisibility to the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay.
That
So
one.
he's kind of he's looking kind of where you were though.
Okay. Or else he
Because-
just see 2 of us. You see me walking away. Although I do like that idea. I may try that next time. Call the
'Cause-
duplicate, stand up and be like, "Hey."
Because he had his eyes on you, and all of a sudden you just wink out of existence, and he's still.
What the?
Because
Well, so did
I
your boss.
I rolled a perception and it was like only a 5, so he
Oh, okay.
he just doesn't notice you. And I picture you're a satyr, like you're medium, but you're not large, right? Like you're not.
Well, I'm human sized.
Yeah, but I picture you kind of as a smaller human, right? I picture
I-
you kind of 5'4" type thing.
Oh, I picture him as my height, my size. I'm 5'8", about $160.
Yeah, okay.
That's my height. That's my weight ish.
Yep.
So I am a smaller guy. I'm
So
not
still,
like small.
it wouldn't have to be like right. You could probably
I'm
'cause-
average, but
because
shorter
Michael,
size
I'm probably about 5'8", 5'9". I hover at like kind of 170 ish.
average. I'm your size then.
Yeah, and I'm not like, and I always refer to myself as an extra medium.
Yeah.
I'm a straight medium, bro. I'm a medium. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm an extra medium. When it
Uh-huh.
comes to anything dealing with my shoulders, it has to be like an extra large usually.
No, I'm just a medium.
No, I'm according to my like neck and shoulders, I should be like 6'3".
Oh, you know, like
I'm built like a golf tee.
yeah. I mean, I'm average, but I'm the shorter side of average, but I'm still average. You don't look at me and think, dude, that guy's short.
Yeah.
I'm average.
No, I'm built like a golf tee, and I always appear I always appear bigger than I actually am.
By the way, let's go ahead and do this. Charles, how big a boy are you? I have no idea. I always assumed that you were somewhat average height too.
That's what I picture.
I'm 5'10", 3/4 inches. And,
That's fairly average. You're taller than me,
Yeah.
but you're average. Yeah.
and I run, and right now I'm running about 220.
That's kind of what I
You're thick.
pictured.
Yeah. You're Army, right? You are.
Yeah.
Barrel chested, right?
Yeah. That's how I picture you.
How about you, Ryan? And you're English or Scottish, so I know that you'll probably
Average 160 at most. Probably
How
like
big-
one.
I'm
I
just
haven't
under
asked-
6,
You're how much?
just under 60.
You're 6 feet tall.
Just under
Just
60.
under.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're 5'11" and a half ish. All right.
You're a young guy.
Around about.
That makes sense.
Oh, you're taller than I thought.
A little bit, couple inches, but not
How
much.
how tall you weigh in? How much you weigh in stone?
Don't know. I haven't weighed myself recently.
Oh, okay, fair enough. On with that child.
And
next
it's
person.
now I don't know if it's polite or not polite to include Kath or not to ask her for her height and weight. Eh?
I don't mind. My height's 5 something. I'm not completely 5. I'm just
Are
a
you
bit
sure in
above 5.
centimeters?
I am short.
Are you
Okay.
short for a woman, or are you just short?
I'm short.
My mother is 4'10" and a half, and when you're that short, you include that half inch. My little sister, 4'10" and 3/4.
I think I'm about 5'2" or 5'3".
Uh-huh.
I'm closer to 5 than I am to 4. But still, I am quite short.
Uh-huh.
And I look really young, so I get mistaken for being younger.
Well, how young are you?
Let's see, I'm 27,
Oh,
but I have been mistaken for being younger,
teen.
much younger.
Teen.
Like when I was 22, someone thought I was a preteen.
Yeah. Yeah, my
And
little sister
only
could get
this
into movie
summer,
theaters
someone
half
asked me if I
price
was
up until
7.
she was in her
Only
mid-
this summer, someone asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I said, "What?" She said, "Aren't you 17?" No.
My girlfriend's niece is 22 and she's a teacher and she's mistaken for a student all the time. She has like such a baby face and just the way she talks, like I swear to, and I'm talking like, yeah, she could be like she's 14. It's just ridiculous. Like
It's no fun.
it's just so silly. I tease her all the time, eh? About like, yeah, but you're just a baby. I'm not just
Yeah.
a baby. Well, then don't suck that lip in. Then don't pout.
No, it's weird when buying alcohol. Because the first time I bought alcohol was when I was 18, and it was for my dad's Christmas. I went
You
into
can buy alcohol at
town to a
18.
special place and bought him a whiskey.
Mhm.
And funny thing is, the guy did not stop me to ask me for my identification.
Oh no, he wanted to seem cool in
I
front
was
of the girl.
18 and I possibly looked like I was 10, and he did not stop me for identification. I had to say, "Wait, aren't you supposed to ask me for my identification?" He went, "Oh yeah, my ID, please."
You don't need to see my identification.
No, I was
Like,
18, so I must have looked about 10 years old. So
you must have
effectively, a
done like a
10-year-old could have
fucking
just
Jedi.
walked in,
You must
walked
have done
out
like
with a
fucking-
bottle of hard whiskey.
You must have done like a fucking Jedi mind trick or something.
Hey, Michael, you go. The marrow are kind of like, more honestly, kind of wander around aimlessly. There's no one any longer for them to attack. They have as terrible of a perception as anyone.
I live.
I was so thinking he was gonna, I don't know, fucking fireball me, lightning bolt me, something. Whew.
Well, he was gonna, but you guys did like 66 points of damage to him in like a round. So what more can he do? You guys clearly had the upper hand right there. So actually the marrow so now Kath, Nicodemus, you drop down. You are near, you could see the movement and stuff of Far Eye and Silence where you come down. So the three of you are below deck. There are, you can see that there's a glimpse of with your dark vision, you can see bodies
Uh-huh.
on the ground. There is a lantern in your diblet, I should say, actually,
Okay.
in the hole.
Thank you pretty well. Dim lit. Right.
Yeah. The marrow don't know what the hell to do. Silence, it's your go. You
Well,
see.
obviously, shatter on the other chain.
Okay.
total
Boom.
damage then?
because it does like
Okay.
double on like.
It actually doesn't.
Yeah. If you guys are gonna waste a spell slot, I'll let it do it.
Fair enough.
Right.
Spell slot wasted.
Boom. What are you doing? You first did the left leg. Now what's the other one? You're doing the right leg or the left hand?
Yeah, right leg.
Right leg. Boom. His feet are free.
Brilliant.
Up top. Or they're like, where the hell did he go?
Is Hector even awake though? Like, no.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I think we have to break the other two.
don't really
Exploring the
have
deck, and the half orc and shit are gonna like. Some are gonna start to come down. Some are gonna continue scrubbing the deck. There's really not much they can do when they can't fucking see. Like I said, I don't understand it. Like no one has a fucking perception. Like why are they like guarding something?
Oh, it's good for us.
After them, back up to the top of the round, Far Eye.
Hector on one of his his arms that are still bound. Yeah, I'll do it on one of the arms.
Okay, left arm or right arm?
Right arm.
Okay, you come around. Nicodemus, Far Eye comes running around past where you are invisible to run over.
I assume I'm still just like at the top. I didn't want. I just wanted to go in and like just a rung or two down.
Oh, okay.
On the
So
ladder.
it still passes under you at the ladder.
Yeah.
Or it still passes right under you as
Yeah, I can see in
makes
here.
her way to the arm. And if you're gonna cast another shatter, kaboom! Another chain link explodes right at the hull, like the U-bolt, giant U-bolt or whatever, where it was attached to the hull beam.
You get a invisible thumbs up from me.
Bursts.
I don't see it.
But you feel it. You just feel cool.
All right.
It's loud though. Your ears are ringing. It feels like you got water in your ears. After like 3 of these shatter spells at a confined space, yeah, your ears are. The tinnitus will be bugging you tonight when you're laying in your bedroll. After Far Eye goes Garl. They're like. It looks like that they'll be coming up the forecastle. It'll be like sweeping the forecastle. It would either be like avoiding them on the forecastle or sneaking past the net.
You guys might. I have character like. I know you guys don't know this, but probably our best bet is to. We probably would have talked about this before, but probably our best bet is to all be in the same place because we can just go to the Storm Giant's place. We can just go to Maelstrom once we have him free, right?
That's
Maybe.
the idea, yeah.
Yeah. Or if he's up and like, we can help him take vengeance upon these people who have held him.
If that's what happens when we break the chains, then yes. But if not, we'll have to jump straight to Storm Kingdom's kingdom.
I'm okay with that too. It's your call. You have the conk.
Well, it depends if the guy wakes up or not.
Fair enough.
But you better get down here as soon as he's open and he's not awake. I'm blowing the horn.
Garl's gonna move up on the port side.
Yep.
As far as he can to where he could see the one guy, the one team on the ballista.
Yeah.
On the port side.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to. He's going to take a shot at each of them.
Okay.
One shot apiece. Using.
You can stay up on this deck and kill them all day long because they'll never see you.
Yeah,
Until you
no,
find
they
an arrow.
never will. And in fact, like because of that, like you even have like advantage, right? Like they can't see you.
So he'll
They're humans at nighttime, like it just in like the rain and snow, and like there's just no. It's a horrible choice for like. In fact, there's marrow too. Don't forget, there's 4 marrow.
that's
Do ogres have dark vision? I don't know. Marrow are different than ogres.
I think they do because they're water guys.
That makes
But-
sense.
But it's not as far as his.
No.
Like they're down at the aft castle, so
a dirty 20 on the one.
and they still can't perceive him. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, and I'll do
Finding him's difficult anyway, even for somebody who,
Yeah,
yeah.
the damage on him.
like true sight doesn't matter if you could hide or stealth, right? Like 'cause
Yeah.
you can't perceive.
22 points of damage on him.
Oh, he's dead.
And then let's see here. That's between the crossbow bolt and
Yeah.
the snake attack.
Oh yeah. You just
Yeah.
he's you can see by the body language that he's talking to his companion, and you put an arrow into him, and he just
I don't know if that's
drops.
going to hit, but
Like
that's a 15 hit.
oh yeah.
Okay, and let's see here. That'll be
These guys are cultists. They have like 9 hit points. They have like advantage against being charmed.
9 hit points. Okay. Well, he
It's good. I may have tried to charm.
the second guy with the
Or
bolt.
charm and fear, actually.
The second guy with the bolt on that ballista takes 14 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he goes down too. You just drop the 2 of them. You drop the first one, the other guy's like, "Holy shit!" And all of a sudden, he just drops too.
Oh, did you see that, Greg?
In fact, the other guys like they haven't even like exactly noticed because, like I said, it's in the dark and it's just whatever. They're just the wind in their ears, and it's about now where they're turning around. They're like, "Hey, what the hell? Did they fall asleep?" Or, "Oh my god, I think they're dead." You know, and there's like arrows.
And
Yeah, there's like a maniac sniper on the deck of the ship. But there's kind of nothing these guys can do, right?
Garl will go ahead and hide, but what he's going to do is he's going to try to hide under that curved section up on the bow,
Yeah.
under that fin.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that with a disadvantage?
No,
Okay,
no.
then that will be a 19 plus 11, so
30.
30.
Yeah.
And that's everything that poor little Garl can do.
Yeah.
Put him
Like you said, they're more or less running around like with their heads cut off. The only one who has any like semblance of like keep rationale is the half orc who just by although he's distant by his body language, you can see it's pissed. He like, and if anything, he might try to do something about it, but even then, he's got no fucking perception. Marrow had no perception. Anyways, after Garl, goes the captain.
Oh, the captain's still hanging around.
Whom does something.
Dirty little sucker.
Oh dear.
That's what he's doing.
And after him goes Nicodemus, hanging onto the ladder. You can hear feet stomping on the boards on the deck. only because they're adjacent. Your ears are kind of ringing after that last pop.
If you got anything that can take out that last shackle, we could get ourselves a friend here.
I would love to help out with breaking the chains, but I really don't have any chain breaking abilities unless you want me to turn into a giant ape and try to just.
Yeah, maybe just hold your action until someone comes down the stairs, I guess.
No,
Okay.
I have a better idea. I will suddenly appear because I'll be invisible. But it won't be me, you see. It'll be the captain at the top of the ladder. And I'll just look down because I've seen you all down there and be like, "Meh." It's me.
Well, that shocks us for a second.
Meh, it's
You
me.
guys take it how you will. If you want to believe it or not, it's up to you. I'm not gonna.
Nicodemus.
You just suddenly
Nicodemus.
Matter of
see
fact,
There's
no.
Nicodemus.
Captain
There's no way Vizier
saying
Cap.
like a goat saying it's him.
Unlikely.
And,
It's Nicodemus.
and
Yeah.
then I'm going to throw open the thing.
I like
Yeah.
it.
I'm going to throw open the thing and I'm going to step my foot up and look at the marrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He didn't communicate with him, did he? He didn't say anything to him, did he? Let's throw it open. Just open the hatch completely open.
See this guy.
And outside, looking like the captain. I'm going to be like, by the order of Schlagrafell. Yell out loud, point at the half-orc. By the order of Schlagrafell. He must die for allowing those mutineers on board this vessel. Kill him. Ballista now.
Roll be a deception.
Gotta give advantage for my spell use.
No, because they get advantage on charm.
Cancels out. Straight roll then, right?
Yeah.
More or less. I'm not charming, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What?
They're not easily influenced, right? Like, although you're talking Slarkrathel, it's still
13.
a what?
It might work.
What did you get?
13. Not bad.
That's not bad. Do you know what? I will
Persuasion,
allow
that'd be a
it.
lot better.
I will allow it. After all, it is only like one ballista shot, right? The other two guys on the other ballista are dead,
Oh well.
right?
Yeah.
So, I like that. I will allow it.
If it were persuasion, it would have been a little higher. I gotta stop taking proficiency in persuasion and start taking proficiency in deception. And it's so much more handier, you know.
Yeah.
Because how many times you try to persuade something that's true? You always try to persuade them of something that's blatantly false.
It depends on the campaign, really. Like,
Fair enough.
and if you're a paladin, if you're a lawful good paladin, you're not going to be lying to people, are you? Either.
He may surgically separate the truth from the lie and dwell in that little gray area.
That's not awful good.
They
Oh. I'll just be standing at the top, like at the very top of the stair of the thing with the thing open, so you can see the sky now, bro.
They
Wow.
shoot at him, but they miss. Barely,
Jackasses.
but they missed. And he glares at you with absolute hatred.
I don't blame him. I
Yes.
would too.
And
Are you gonna turn invisible again?
and the marrow are somewhat unreadable.
I would look at me angrily too. I hope he
So
comes up and tries to kill me.
So I would have to say that you like deceiving those guys was like an action. But do you have like a bonus action or anything else you want to do?
No,
or...
I'm done. That's me.
Okay.
I wish I had a bonus action, but none of my
You have
actions
like the enmity of the half orc is upon you, right?
I
is.
kind of want you to disappear, and then when his etherealness runs out, then the half orc will kill him.
That's a possibility.
The marrow
As long as they don't,
are fucking just lost right now. They don't know what to do.
as long as they don't kill me, I'm okay with it.
They don't seem to like have
Here.
pinned you as a phony.
So they attack the half orc.
That doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah, no. They just
What?
they don't know what to do. They were called here because the ship was under attack. Now there's some sort of squabble, and they don't know who. Like, they don't see any enemy to fight.
What? What?
Yeah, they're not super brilliant. They're kind of standing aboard the deck, kind of lurking and menacing, but
Mhm.
they kind of have. Let's put it this way: they're taking the equivalent of like a readied action. As soon as they know who to attack, they'll attack it. Other than that, I honestly, to realistically, don't know what to do. Some of the guards that were like sweeping the deck, anyways, that was the marrow. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then silence
Mm-hmm.
below. You can see that the Nicodemus captain figure flipped open the cargo door and is at the top of the ladder, antagonizing things. But you can see the sky above, and there are one more chain on one more wrist.
Right. I'm going to shatter it, and I'm going to turn around before that and say, there's your sky. Use your thunder. Sort of like a wake
Another-
him up. If the chain doesn't
another
work, use the thunder to wake him
kapow!
up.
Another kapow! And the link explodes. And the chest rises and the eyes flutter on this figure. And it immediately begins kicking its arms and legs.
Oh, you've had it
And
now,
starts
boy.
screaming in giant, Lord's Alliance, I'll have you all, smash you all. He's blaming the Lord's Alliance for whatever.
Okay.
But he wakes up instantly in like a frenzy of like he's fighting back. Like I'm waking up from like so everybody, you guys are like ducking and covering your heads as he's flailing around, and even the chains on his limbs are rattling, and he uses half of his movement to stand up.
And hits his head.
It's open to the sky, and Michael,
Oh, yeah.
he stands up beside you, like sticking out of like a sunroof, right? Like the ship's 100 by 20. He's 28 feet tall. He's more than a quarter of the length of the ship.
Is his head sticking out of the thing?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. He's like sticking up from like almost like the waist up, pretty much.
Oh god. Does he look at me angrily?
And he is. You can understand that he is freaking out about like the Lord's Alliance. When he stands up, he sees the half orc, and he says, "You are the Lord. You are the one that betrayed me."
Oh, at least he's angry at him. He may not know the captain by sight. I don't know. He may have been already out.
All of you will be crushed
Oh fuck.
to the bottom of the sea.
We might want to fucking run. We might want to just blow the horn and get.
And he climbs out. Use the other half of his movement to climb out
Onto the deck.
onto the deck.
Alright.
And he rises up to his full height of 28 feet with chains dangling from his wrists, which he grabs in his palms like weapons. Top of the round.
I will say first, hell yes, we all need to get to him, and I'm gonna blow the horn.
Yeah, I'm moving over to Hecton. Like as
He's
close
up
as-
out on upper deck already.
Yeah. I'm heading out, and then I'm gonna.
You can climb up to Nicodemus on the ladder in the captain disguise, and you're
and then
just
I wanna try and shatter the people in the last ballista
oh
if they're in range.
yeah, they are.
Okay. Then I'll do a 4th level shatter at max damage, so they're dead.
Damn. No, a regular shadow would.
And the ballista is probably destroyed as well.
They failed 5 and 5.
So 40 damage.
Okay, they fucking die, as well as the ballista pretty much explodes. Like the string breaks, and you can see like the bow arms go right, and it falls off of its mounting swivel. And you're like right there with like Nicodemus.
Yeah.
As this giant is all,
Man.
and he's screaming about the Lord's Alliance, about betrayal, but you can tell that he recognizes the half orc as responsible.
He sees that I'm helping him as well, right? Or maybe not.
Maybe he had blasted the half orc.
Maybe I should have. Oh well.
Oh well.
After you goes Garl. Garl, you could see that the guys who were like making their way kind of to the bow, their attention has been drawn upon this storm giant who has awoken in a rage and has climbed out of the hold and is now standing upon the deck of the ship.
Arl will go ahead and with his one hand, he's going to take some rope and he's going to toss it up in the air about.
There is no rope on a ship. It's a line.
There's rope on his side. His
Are you
rope.
casting rope trick?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast rope trick. I'm going to holler to the giant. Your lovely daughter, my betrothed, sent me to save you. This way.
He's not gonna fit in there, is he?
Yes, he will.
Oh shit.
And Garl, and hopefully Gobbo and the other Gobbo.
I was gonna say Gobbo and Snert are like kind of like running out of seemingly almost nowhere to where you're doing this rope trick. They're
Well,
going to go up the rope as soon as their chance is afforded to them.
yeah.
Sneaky
But
goblins.
That's where I'm. What Garl is doing.
Yeah. The goblins are for sure with you on that. You can see them scrambling across, like taking time where like the guards are like, "Whoa, looking back at this storm giant." They're not really paying attention to what you guys are doing right now at all. So the goblins are making a break for it.
Garl will be looking at the storm giant and hoping that his friends heard this also, and
Probably not.
If you yell it loud enough, I heard it. Sure.
and hoping that they catch the drift, because
They
they'll
always
see
do.
that rope kind of drift from the bow to the stern as the ship goes, because that's kind of a static point at a moment.
Oh shit.
Ship isn't.
Oh shit. That's not a good idea, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
thinking,
I got.
I'm still going to run up to him and blow the horn, so get to him as fast as possible.
yeah, I'm right next to him, basically next to him. So we gotta go. We gotta go now.
After Garl, it goes Captain, whom is doing what he is doing.
He
Drinking
prepped a
enough
spell.
healing potion.
Nicodemus.
Fuck.
Raging storm giant. What?
Huh? Has anybody went up the rope trick yet?
No. Maybe Garl. I don't know.
Garl did.
Carl did.
I'm sorry, God, but we're gonna go. I think we gotta go, right?
You know what? You got a raging storm giant going berserk.
I want to kill
Garl
everybody.
looking to protect himself and try to get this berserk thing into a position where he's looking or thinking favorably that Garl is here to help him from his daughter. So that's what Garl's thinking.
Yeah, it's worth a try, certainly, but yeah, I think we gotta leave. I think we just gotta leave once Catherine blows his horn.
Well, you guys do what you got to do.
You're going to be abandoned.
Well,
Not necessarily.
That's the choice of. That's the cost of choices.
That's the choice of being Garl.
Sometimes.
And we have no idea where we are as well, so we couldn't find you. Wait, after this.
Garl understands all the ramifications that are set before him. He's Garl
Okay.
being Garl.
Okay. Far as gonna yell anyway. Garl, if you're coming, we're going. And she's like just next to the storm giant, because she doesn't know that you're gonna be staying here. Like, he probably doesn't even
Garl,
know where you are right now.
Nicodemus will look over at the bar eye. And is there a way I can maybe just position myself like around the storm giant's boot so that the half orc can't see me? Just to break his line of sight.
Oh, to break line of sight. Yeah.
And can I tell that the rope is staying fixed in a static location where the ship is still moving?
I don't know. See, that's
That's darkness. That's because I want to. right, here's my dilemma, right? Do I stay with them to help them survive because in an hour it's going to go away and there's going to be dropped into the water and that's no good? I have some ways to possibly save them. You know, I can send and I have sending also, so I can contact the boat and have them come by. It's like, hey, here we are. Head out the window, and then, or if worse comes to worse, I can polymorph myself
Okay,
into
can
a
we
goddamn
just back
whale.
up a little bit though? Because I'm so
Yeah.
torn in my head though. If it's like actually fixed in space and the ship will quickly bypass it,
Yeah,
or is it cartoon physics?
it could be cartoon physics.
I think it's
Like,
I think if the ship goes, it's gonna go. I think that makes sense, but we can do cartoon logic if you think that'd be better.
And here's the other thing, as you mentioned, it's dark, it's rainy. Would I even notice the rope and movement towards the boat or
right,
not?
because it's well beyond
It's
your
a-
60-foot.
Yeah, dark
Yeah,
vision.
Well, is it well beyond? Maybe not well beyond, but that's
But
not where
near
your
the edge.
tension is. That's to the bow when your
Yeah.
tension is more to the stern.
Yeah, I'm looking the other direction. Would I even
Yeah.
notice? Would I don't even think I would
Probably
notice.
And do you know what?
Yeah.
And there's perception, and it's dark. So you even
Yeah.
even within it's still fucking disadvantage, and it's
I would
Garl, and
like
it's
to react to help them, but I feel you. I don't really think I can. I don't think I can justify it. I would just like not be aware of what's going on back there and just focused on what I'm doing here.
Yeah. I don't think we can save him. I think we gotta go.
Because I could help. I could send him, like I said, call a captain. And if an hour goes by and we still haven't seen him, I could whale it and let them stay on my back out of the freezing water and, swim towards the ship near them.
There are ways that you could
help
Yeah,
them.
there are ways we could salvage this if you knew it was happening, but I don't think you do.
So at the moment, I'm going to go with the fact that he is killing everybody. And that's fine. He's like, you're going to die. He points at the half-orc. You're going to fucking die. And I'm going to be like, sure. You're going to die. So I would still like to position myself to where the half-orc can't see me.
Yeah.
So I can drop the...
This guy's self.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to drop the disguise self. I'm just... Well, I still look like the captain. Doesn't matter if I look like the captain, as long as Hecaton isn't killing me, he's killing the half-orc at first. That's who he's more. He may not even know what the captain looks like.
Do you have any advantage to looking like the captain right now?
Only to fuck with the half-orc and the captain. So
if the captain reappears now and you're still there looking like the captain, he's just gonna be confused. If you don't look like yourself,
everybody else would be. He wouldn't be confused. Everybody else would.
Oh, okay.
I think. I mean, if it was like, hey, that's an imposter, fuck him. That's what I could wake up from a dream and do that. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just going to continue like we're going to keep fighting. And I'm going to pop up my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
And bat him over the head with the champagne bottle.
Yep.
That would be a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
I think that's... I don't know what the damage is. But it doesn't
I think
matter.
it's force.
It's force? Okay. 8 points of force damage. And then if he can make a wisdom saving throw, because that's a bonus action. With my action, I'll do the...
The champagne cork bottle, the Toll the Dead.
Oh,
DC's 16 wisdom.
okay. He failed.
He will take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So that's 15 plus 8. That's 23 points of total damage to the
Yeah.
fucker.
He like
And I'll just
winces.
be hiding, like, at least, like just the head popping up so I can see around the boots of the storm giant. Cover,
Yeah.
so to speak, I suppose. Take cover.
His massive fucking cankles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I would have liked to have helped you, Garl, but okay, that's it.
Okay.
I will tell you, as soon as we are no longer on this ship, say if the horn blows and I found myself in Maelstrom, I'm dropping the concentration on that disguise self immediately.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I feel myself being torn through the ether, of the teleportation, dropping. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. I'm rolling for
Is it
the
spiritual
marrow.
weapon concentration now?
No, spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Interesting. Okay.
I know it is.
It looks like one of the marrow hit with the harpoon. They just they hurl their harpoons at King Hecaton. One of them totally just bounces off of him, off of it, just his flesh, right? He after the barrel go, it's silence. You are kind of down in the hall. You could see
Yep.
Nicodemus and Far Eye up above at the opening.
We're next to Hecton.
Yeah. And you could see like Hecaton up above on the deck. The hold seems much larger now that he is like no longer lying here. What would you like to do?
I am dashing upstairs and running to him and
Okay.
pulling out the horn.
Okay.
Dash is an action, so if you can
I
get
think
within
she's just
movement.
using it as a
Descriptive.
adverb.
Okay, all right, got
Yeah.
you. Don't worry.
She's doing it dashingly.
I'm just getting up there as fast as I can.
I will let you get up there and where are you carrying the conch?
Pretty sure
'Cause
I've
it's
always had it on me.
quite big though. So would it be unfair for me to say that it like literally takes you to action to get it out because it's quite large? So you could be in position and have it out.
Yeah. I'll be happy with that.
You are ready to.
I'm calling out. Yeah, and I'm also calling out, where's everyone? I'm going to use the conch.
Yeah,
Where are the
you are there.
goblins?
You can see Nicodemus in his disguise. You can see Far Eye there in plated in armor.
The goblins, that dwarf friend.
You don't see the goblins. You know that the dwarf stayed back. Remember? Warfield
Yeah, he
stayed
didn't
on
come.
the ship.
We'll stayed on the ship.
Stay on the dragon ship, yeah.
Okay.
So
So I get
there
there and I
wasn't
say,
enough
"Where are
room
the
in the
goblins?"
rowboat. No one's really seen them in a while. Garl and the goblins, all the wee folk.
Yeah, where's Carl?
You
We
can see the
don't
destruction
know.
of like a few dead bodies. So you can see this raging giant who is like bellowing. And as a bonus action, he's so big.
Bonus action shift bulk.
Yeah. He totally fucking rock the boat, baby, rock the boat, baby, rock the boat. As an action or a bonus action. Everybody must make a dexterity 10 savings throw or be not prone as he totally fucking heaves his weight and the whole ship just in fact it even like takes on a little bit of water.
I
That's
got
how
15, so I'm good.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to
Ooh,
roll
dexterity.
for everybody here.
I'm good.
Hang on. Stop freezing.
Bonus action rock the boat.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Ooh, I got a 9.
Ooh, you're just prone. It's not that big of a deal.
There's 11 cultists left. 4 of them get knocked prone. And the half orc stays on his feet.
Oh.
As his action, King Hecaton whips his chains, smashing 3 of the 4 guys who go down because he gets advantage. He has like a super high plus.
He doesn't
He
miss.
just smashes them with the chains and they just spatter flesh and bone. They're just dead instantly as they're just crushed as he whips them using the chains, the broken chains, as a weapon, flailing it. He kills like 3 of the cultists. Taking advantage of them being knocked prone. Quite a rank feeling. Suddenly just the ground just violently tilts to one side and the other. And he's got nothing to lose. He's a fucking storm giant. He can fucking drowning. So goblins will go up the rope tree. I'm doing cartoon physics. I've decided, okay?
Yay!
So it's traveling with the ship. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'll look it up later, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, so you're not per se wrong.
Yeah.
Hopefully the dragon ship will come by and help them later.
No, he's doing cartoon physics, so they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's traveling. Otherwise he would have cast it and it would have fucking zipped right by the point
Yeah, you
where
got
it
a
was
point there,
cast,
I mean-
right?
Yeah,
Like the
but
point.
when they come out, they're still going to be on the ship, on this squid ship.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. The as I said, that was Hecaton. So that was the goblins go up the thing after, especially after that violet rocking. That was just not nice. Far Eye.
So do I see any enemies?
Yes.
I will.
There is in the immediate area. There's technically there's still like 7 cultists right near you.
I want
Alive.
to try. Can I hit
Wait,
all of them
11.
with shatter?
Sorry, there's only 4. Yeah, you could get all 4 of them.
I'll hit all of them with a shatter then. Level 3.
Okay, and do your damage because even half might be enough.
Let's see.
Yeah. If you get 18, they're dead. No rolls required.
Second level. 48.
It's 3d8, so third level will be 48.
At 17 damage.
Oops.
Oh, that's a 1 shy of being an auto kill.
2 of the guys are still up barely. You blast 2 of them. 2 guys are still up barely.
I'm impressed.
Barely.
Are any of them close enough that they'll come with us to Maelstrom when we blow this horn?
If you wanted to them, yeah, they would, yeah. If you want them to, especially, yeah. I'd give them a save, but again, we have established that they don't have great
I was
stats on
just
anything.
I was just joking. It might be funny though.
Also,
At least
might
we'll
be
get
good
the
to prove your
dwarfs with us
case.
that way. I mean, sorry. I mean goblins.
And so that was Far Eye. You want to do anything else?
Let me check this. You know what? Fuck it. Second level spiritual weapon, right?
If you cast a
Can't
spell,
do
you
that.
can't cast another spell as a bonus action.
Yeah. Never mind
That's
then.
it.
Never
I can't
mind. I do nothing else.
Okay, Garl.
Garl will be with the rope dangling out there, kind of shaking it. He'd have his head out the window saying, grab it, grab it.
Yeah, like the goblin scrambled out.
And he'd be helping his goblins, not peasants, but
They're
subjects.
soaking wet, and they're very soon gonna have to make like even saving throws or take exhaustion. They're wet and cold, but they'll now that they're climbing up here, they won't have to, right? Because they'll have like enough warmth and dryness up here for an hour.
Yep.
So you save them from having to make that save, I suppose, is what I want to say.
And
Okay, so
Okay,
you're just signaling that so Nicodemus and Far Eye, you guys know what's up. You guys know that Garl has cast a rope trick at the bow. You can hear him shouting. You can't even quite hear what he's saying, but you catch a glimpse of the rope flicking, like shaking around, and what you think is Garl peeking out, but you certainly hear his voice calling like excitedly to you guys. So you know what he's doing. What are you doing? What else are you doing, Garl, other than getting their attention?
I'd be telling Gobbo and
Snert.
Get over there, huddle together. In a minute, when the rest are here, I'll get you warm.
Yeah, they're wet, but they are. They like as soon as they come in, they go over to the corner and they kind of take off some of their clothes. Their clothes themselves are like cold, right? They're shivering. They're just getting naked as quick as possible.
And Garl will holler again at Hecaton. Your daughter sent me, my betrothed, your daughter sent me to save you. React, fool, react.
Roll me a persuasion.
No, it's
I'll
not
tell you.
deception. He said betrothed.
No, I know, but
I was fucking with you.
DC, are you ready? 18. However, you, Brian, because it's printed in the book, you mention the daughter, you get advantage.
Well, let's put it this way.
I can do that.
If you even scream Sarissa, you know how it is? Now, let me describe this real world. You're in a restaurant, and you know what the background noise of a restaurant sounds like, right?
Yeah.
And tink, tink, and blah, 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 blah. But then someone says, Michael, you hear it, right?
Yeah,
They're not even talking about you, but you hear your name, your ears automatically ping, right?
Yeah.
Or you hear blah, 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 and all of a sudden you hear that table say like whatever, Anthony, and you think, oh, that's my cousin's name, or that's my friend's name, or right? You know, or like there are certain words, like I'll pinpoint, like someone says anything about a musical instrument, my ears ping. I'm always listening for musicians, right? So if someone says bass guitar, ping. My new drum set, ping. They get my. It goes from walla 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 walla. You know my name. It'll be walla 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 Roland. Oh, blah, 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 right? That's what happens. So I want you to roll, because if nothing else, he might hear Sarissa.
And he got let's see here. That'd be, you said persuasion, correct?
Yes.
16.
Ooh.
No.
I'll count that as he just kind of doesn't hear you.
Okay.
Yep. The failure. Yep. Because
it would have been nicer. It would have been nicer for deception, but I understand all points on that. So I just
betrothed.
I mean, I would have on deception. I would have made a pretty good DC. I would have had a 20.
Gar believes what he's saying, though, is the problem. So.
Yep. No, that's why I said I understand it all. I'm not.
Well, the thing is, only word he would have understood was Sarissa.
Yeah.
Death to Sarissa.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not arguing for or against.
So there was no context other than his daughter's name.
I'm not saying it in I'm not saying it in Giant, because I don't speak Giant. I'm saying it common.
After Garl,
Martha.
After Garl goes Wizard, who is doing something, but geez, I don't even know what the hell he can do now that Hecaton is awake.
Teleport back to its tower.
Yeah, just
Never venture on the sea
right?
again.
Like GTFO.
Yeah. Never venture at sea again for fear Slaughterfell will eat him alive. Be a dry land lover.
He might do that anyway. He sees through his people's eyes, right?
He's doing something, but honestly, I anything he does would only risk his life, and he's intelligence of 20. He's not. He's doing something, but
how many healing potions does he have? You know.
Well.
Fuck this. He's packing up the shit.
Well, that's kind of part of what I see is like he's like getting his like any possessions he can gather and anything else. Or is he just going? I don't know. There's stuff he's doing something.
Maybe he cast his own rope trick.
I mean,
teleport.
If it was like a total like last ditch effort. I don't know.
Does he have a giant subduing
I have
spell?
such a hard time sometimes thinking tactics, right? How do you get into the head? Because they try to write them like characters, right?
Yeah.
Their personalities, and they have like so.
I mean, is he a true believer, a diehard fanatic to Slaughterfell?
Yeah, like is he gonna be like a total sacrifice because it's gonna be insignificant?
Or is he? Oh shit! I'm gonna pack my shit and get the fuck out of here as soon as somebody opens my door. I'm assuming he teleported or something to his captain's quarters and opened his chest and started drinking health potions. And now that he hears,
right, you're thinking my same logic, Michael, right? Like,
then
really,
as soon as
what
he
would a
hears
person
Hecaton
do?
outside yelling, he's like, you know what? I grab my whatever he has in here that's important or valuable to him. And
Yeah, especially because if right now he's in his cabin, all of a sudden the ship gets tossed back and forth. Like
he hears Hecaton yelling, "You will all die!"
Yeah,
It's not me, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an archmage though, so he is a badass. He is a badass. He's an archmage.
But really, what's he gonna do? Step out, cast Cone of Cold, and then you guys kill him?
Yeah. I mean, does he have a giant subduing spell? I don't know. Does he have imprisonment? Does he have like I don't know, prismatic sphere, which is like the ultimate.
If it's just the archmage from the book, probably not.
The one spell that he has that maybe could have done something. Dominate monster.
Ooh.
Is overrun by the fact that it says that his slot is used up by a spell that he already uses.
Upsell it then.
Huh?
Upsell it.
Well,
what level is Dominate monster?
Yeah.
No. Spell.
Yeah.
We got to go, guys, before this guy uses Dominate monster. Like fuck.
Hey, I got Dominate.
Actually, you know what? I gotta double check. Now I'm thinking about it. I might just have read Dominate monster. He might not even have it. I was very disappointed with the spell selection.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with the spell selection.
I was playing with Caius, and he hates the Lich spell selection from the book, and so he always just takes his Liches and gives them his own little, which is completely understandable. Every Lich shouldn't be the same. They should all have
and especially and do it, especially if you are home brewing and whatever and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
If this was like
you should, but I definitely understand people saying I'm switching these spells out for this.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, 100%. Like if I wasn't running a published adventure, hell, if I had run this published adventure already for the second or third time, I would probably start changing up, right? Especially for if people had played already or whatever, because this chapter you're gonna have the same encounter, no matter how you play it. This encounter, King Hecaton encounter, is gonna happen. So if you had people playing it multiple times, you would want it to play out differently. So you would want to change that and make things more challenging. But I mean, as far as first time, they're like, yeah, Archmage. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. But none of it really applies. Like I was hoping that there'd be like a force cage. He does have Wall of Force. But again, but then it's like, and then it says, but then he can fly and he can go invisible. And okay, well, everything's concentration. So is he really going to just put up a wall of force and then stand there and do what?
Get flattened by a giant foot.
Anyways, it's silly.
I cast giant foot.
Okay, so anyways, that's Nicodemus, was it you?
Yeah, I go right after the Archmage. I suppose I'm just going to continue fucking with the half-orc as long as I'm here, right?
Okay.
How's he looking? Hecaton's like, you understand? You all be like, yeah, let's get him, Hecaton. Even though I look like the captain. I don't know if he was the captain or not. Same thing.
You go ahead and make a wisdom save. Well, for my action as the Toll of the Dead, as I make my bonus action attack roll with the spiritual hammer.
Okay.
That'll be a 23 to hit the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that hits him.
Or,
And he does make his save this time.
So he takes 11 force damage from the
champagne,
and absolutely nothing from the Toll of the Dead. And I'm still cowering behind the foot, trying to maintain as much cover as possible. I'm not technically hidden. I'm just, I don't know, cover, whatever have you.
Yeah, fully obscured.
Still looking like the captain. However, like I said, I'm ready to drop it at a hat's notice over all sorts of things.
Hey, you're fully obscured because you're hiding behind him.
Well, I still have to see the guy to attack me.
Yeah, I mean, but you got movement.
Yeah.
It's not 3rd edition. You can move 15. You can move 15 feet away, cast the spell, and move 15 feet back to hide behind, to stand behind the pillar, right? Like of his leg. Mechanical terms, you're fully obscured, which is the same as like heavy snowfall.
Yeah.
Or a curtain. It just, you broke in the line of sight, but because it's like you also have full cover from him. And he would have to move to find line of sight.
Come on.
The Marrow are gonna try to harpoon
start taking them out.
The Hecaton. Ooh, 3 of them hit this time.
Uh-oh. I hate to be them.
Okay. They didn't roll super great, but these are like harpoons. So, I think that he actually will have to make a savings throw, I believe. Okay. Huge or smaller?
Oh, don't tell me they like harpoon them and drag them overboard.
Yeah. So they pretty much, 3 of them harpoon him. So they pretty much just got him like in place.
Oh, I still hate to be them.
Yeah. The silence.
Yep.
Here go. You got the conch.
Yes, I believe I was thrown prone because he rocked the boat.
Yep.
Boat,
Half your movement stand up.
In a dramatic like camera angle where the conch shell slides away from your hands as the ship angles and
it slides away.
tilts. Dramatically, but I'm not gonna like penalize you. Just in the.
Okay, well I need to get up and get the conch since it slid away.
Yeah, you could just some movement will do it. You could just scrabble over and grab it from where it like slid.
Pull the horn.
More of a descriptive,
pull the horn.
Narrative, dramatic thing.
Yeah, I need to get near you though, Ryan.
We're next to each other right now.
Yeah, you're not far away from him. Because I think the range was like 30 feet or something. It was like, so that consumes a big part of the ship other than like really where the what you call it is the rope trick. So you're gonna include Hecaton?
Yeah. Will it include the rope trick?
Oh,
Nope.
Not close enough then.
no, not that.
And it's
No,
dimensional.
Yeah.
So
they're not in the same dimension right now, so
Yeah.
they can't be taken.
Okay. Well, it was my plan originally. I'm going to do it anyway, so I'm going to get back to where Hecaton is and everyone else I can see and blow the goddamn horn.
you may.
Do I need a roll for that?
Nope, you're attuned to the item. All it does is taking your action to use it, and it casts teleport. And you and your companions and King Hecaton and anyone else if you want
Mhm.
was in this area.
Anyone else
We
from
can
our
bring a
group that I
marrow.
can
Like the orc?
transport? Obviously not the rope trick.
Well, they're too far away and they're in a different dimension.
Okay, so that's me, Ryan, Hecaton,
Nicodemus.
and Nicodemus. Yeah. So the dwarf is on the boat. The two goblins are with Garl.
Well, no, the dwarf is on the
dragon ship.
Dragon ship.
Dragon ship.
Okay, he can pick up Garl and the goblins.
Maybe.
We'll
Hopefully.
see.
I mean, Ryan can send a message to him to keep punting around the water and look out for Garl.
go
Well,
attack the ship with
the
the
rope trick will
half-orc and
move
the
with the
marrow.
squid ship, so it'll be easier to find than it just being in the middle of nowhere. Probably.
We'll figure that out later. Right now, we need to get the king back to his kingdom.
Yeah, agreed.
So you blow it, Kath?
Yep.
And you guys all appear in Maelstrom in the teleportation circle where you appeared before. Even King Hecaton in mid-rage as he's like screaming with rage because like he's been harpooned and he's like pulling against his bonds when suddenly the scenery around changes and he quickly calms down and looks around in bewilderment and he sees all of you and he's like is like confused.
I look like
bewildered.
myself again now.
Yeah. Yeah. It does not take long, like moments only, where stepping into the room comes a couple of Storm Giant guards step in and they're, Your Highness, you hear them say,
They take these.
Nicodemus. You're alive! Tell the princess! And one of the guards takes off and commotion, role playing. What is this? What? Who are you? King Hecaton says in Giant to all of you as he's like still got the chains.
I'm Nicodemus. We were sent by your daughter Sarissa to.
Sarissa.
Yes, she sent us to find you and help locate you, rescue you as possible. This is Farai, the storm god follower, and this is Silence, the most illustrious. Do not worry about her demonic appearance. She is the most illustrious bard in all of Waterdeep, and she is responsible for bringing us here by blowing up one of the holy conscious.
Sarissa.
However, I do
is
not
she okay?
see my companions, Garl, the gnome, or
Sarissa!
Your daughter is fighting, Your Highness. She sent us to find you.
And just about then, you hear the pounding a fleet approaching at a run.
Garl, where are you, Garl? Snert, Gobbo, our companions, they're still back on the boat.
And just then, bursting in, comes Sarissa, running, leaping into her father's arms, wrapping her arms around his neck.
Oh, how tall is she?
As he swings her. Emerging is the guard and the uncle, Uthgor, or whatever his name is, Uthgor, or whatever. The uncle with the beard and the trident come out following. Your Majesty, it's good to see you. And and Hecaton is still hugging and swinging his daughter around, and she's like sobbing, like with joy and relief to see her father alive. We can.
My lady, our friends Garl and Snert and Gobbo are still back on the ship. They're not here. My lady, could you send me back?
I don't think it works that way, Nicodemus.
Me neither. I think she's going to need better than, hey, send me there. What ship? I can't. I'm still saying it. I feel you, but
as far as saying that, she said, "I don't think it works that way, Nicodemus," and she's kind of unhappy with the fact they left them behind, but. This doesn't feel like a win. It feels like we've abandoned our friends here. Like we need to get back to them. We need to get back to them.
She says, if you know their location, she says, and she's still hugging her father like around the waist, and he's like there in chains, and one of the guards is kind of like inspecting the shackles, like to see if they can be. There's a lot of hustle and bustle going on right now, right? Like they're excited that Hecaton. They're kind of, the uncle is even like, kind of trying to explain. And right now, you can kind of hear Michael about like the explanation about like that the other daughters are like on house arrest. And he's kind of like, why? What the fuck? And they're like, well, they're working with a dragon. What, a dragon? It's like, what fucking, yeah, when, but, like they're all piecing shit together. But amidst this, you say that you need to help your friends, and Sarissa, while like her father and her uncle are speaking above her, she's still hugging around him, her head placed against his chest, tears of joy streaming down her face. She says,
I dodged one of the massive teardrops.
She says, we have a meditation chamber you can use. She says, it'll take an hour for one of you to attune to it. She says, but it can teleport you.
Would I be able to teleport back to the squid ship?
She says, if you're the one to... She says, yeah, if you attuned, you could use the teleport to take you to where you wanted to go.
I think it'd be a good idea to explain to them what the squids are about. Why we're saying squid ship.
Okay, y'all do that. I'm attuning.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have understand languages. Hopefully that can help.
No, don't worry about it. They speak common, so just...
Okay, yeah.
Sarissa does.
Okay, we'll tell Sarissa in common what we discovered.
Keep in mind that Garl still has his non-detection up.
I don't have to detect you, and I can't.
Oh, you don't. Just reminding you, but you do.
But I already know about it, or I could at least, at the bare minimum, teleport back to the dragon ship, and it's fast and shit, and it was just right there, so it's not far away at all.
So yeah, best go to the dragon ship.
Yeah.
I would allow that, Michael.
Yeah.
Because you're familiar with the dragon ship.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Again, a little bit of cartoon physics.
But
Like you would-
Warble's on the dragon ship too.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
and to
As
be
well
honest,
as a cultist you're familiar with, like you're very familiar with the dragon ship, right? So
If we can, I'm going with you. Like,
and to be honest, that's Garl was counting.
Yeah, we're all going.
Was counting on one or two things. Either the king was coming on up there, and everybody was up there, and we did such at the last moment, or that he's able to find for during the hour looking down, waiting for the dragon ship to come, and then drop the rope and climb down the rope onto the ship.
Yeah, but if the dragon ship comes, there's 4 Marrow with ogres. There's still the half orc, and I don't know how many crewmen left, but there's at least a handful.
Not on the dragon ship.
Oh well, I mean on the squid ship, because you'll be on the squid ship. Are they going to attack the squid ship? Why would they attack the squid ship?
you guys discuss for a minute. I gotta go talk to someone for just a quick second. Hold on.
Because you'd be on the squid ship when you come.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't recall how.
Cartoon physics, so it's not going to just stay. It's going to follow the ship. It's going to be right above the ship.
it's going to follow the squid ship.
Okay, I was thinking that it wouldn't, and
Or else, as soon as you cast it, you would have cast it. If it just stayed right there because the ship was going, you would have been like, and there it goes. You know, because even like 10 to 15 miles an hour is like the rope would have immediately just went away.
well, it would have maybe slapped somebody on the face as it passed by.
Yeah.
But that's
All right, so you're going to be on the squid ship for an hour. And then when you're out, you're on the squid ship with the Marrow. Maybe they go back down into the water. Handful of crew and the half orc who's pissed. Whether the captain is still there or not remains to be seen. Say the captain does come out, you think the half orc's going to be okay with him because he was just attacked by what appeared to be the captain who yelled at him. So, you know, but there's all sorts of things going on the squid ship to think about.
as far as I'm.
You're not going to be safe. And the dragon ship, it was just kind of waiting for our signal to do something, just hanging out in the environment, right? We need to, you know, go. I just figured we could use the sending now.
Yeah, I just
Or-
gotta send a text message to someone, so I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We could send a text message to the captain of the dragon ship or to Warble via him while I'm tuning to this to tell the dragon ship to track and get near
Yeah,
the squid ship.
I'll do that. Tell them that we to start going.
But you don't want to be too near either, because those Marrow could climb up and attack the dragon ship. And there's only like 8 dragon cultists, and those Marrow, I mean, that's 4 fucking ogres. They're badass.
Yeah, as long as the dragon ship doesn't have the rope down, I guess they could. As long as they don't see the Marrow there, we could maybe. Yeah, and they're going to need help if the Marrow do climb up.
So I mean,
Yeah, I agree. So I'm just sending to the captain of the squid ship, of the dragon ship, telling him the situation. That we're coming to them, and I want them to go to the squid ship because Garl and his people are still aboard, and we're mounting a rescue.
now when we get there, what's the deal with the captain? Did he just fuck off already?
We don't know.
And we don't know.
And we don't know what spell he's prepared.
Yeah. And there's also so many other questions about what's going to happen in this hour between the captain and the half orc. Will the Marrow stay on board? Will the Marrow just go back down into the water? Are they going to contact Slagerfell? And will Slagerfell be there? Rise.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Slaughterfell? He's got an hour to get there now. Oh my god.
We need. Maybe we ask the giants to come with us.
See, Garl feels.
I mean, they have beef with Slaughterfell anyway.
Garl feels
Here now.
confident that he could hide on that ship pretty well, because he's been successfully doing it.
Yeah, but when the sun comes up, eventually the sun's going to come up and you're fucked.
No, Garl's still pretty.
He is, but they'll just take 20. Gives enough time. You'll roll a 1, they'll roll a 20. It'll happen.
Well, maybe, but then maybe by that time I got them all sniped off.
Fair enough.
I mean, Garl's the character is fairly confident, and with what he's seen that he's already done, between hitting the captain fairly well, taking out those ballista guys so easily, that
protecting his priests because they're gone now, right? They're not in danger.
they're his confidence on staying alive till he can find an opportunity for better quarters or situations isn't too bad. Is all I'm saying. Those are the two aspects when he did that he was looking at, that he thinks he can, not that he 100% can, but he thinks he can survive.
Yeah.
And then what? You want to sail the ship in by yourself? You don't have Smitty with you.
No, I don't need to. I just hide till it makes a port.
Until you run aground somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you had Smitty with you, he would have sailed that ship. He would have claimed captainship, killed the old.
Just loved it. He would have loved it.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Smitty, be taking over command of this vessel.
So if we bring the giants, we can teleport straight onto the squid ship.
If they come with us.
Well, we could ask.
I mean, they've now got beef with the squid.
But I mean, we have to get you off the ship somehow, some way. Anyway, what are you just going to like bob around in the boat all by yourself after having sniped everyone for months on end until you happen to run aground somewhere?
No, I'll have I'd have Snert and Gobbo to talk to.
Okay.
They probably got dice.
We could fish.
And not to mention, how long do you think Slaughterfell's just going to stay in the deep, not giving a shit about what's going on?
You know what? Garl doesn't think that far.
Yet.
No, he don't think that character don't think that far. He may think one step ahead, possibly two at the most on a good day. But Snargerfeld, getting impatient like that, that's like 5 steps ahead. Garl ain't thinking about him.
Fair enough.
All the commotion, things kind of somewhat get explained. Everybody kind of gets a little bit caught up. Hackathon is told, no. It is not the Lord's Alliance. It was an organization called the Kraken Society that was made to do it. Or asked to do it on behalf of a dragon. A blue dragon. Remember Imrith, Father? She was a dragon a dragon infiltrated my kingdom. Never shall it ever happen. We're your sisters.
But Garl exposed her.
When locked up, when asked if they were in cahoots with this dragon, if they knew she was a dragon, they're stubborn. They wouldn't answer. So they've been under house arrest. They're unwilling to speak or negotiate. Maybe now that you're back, Father, we can get to the bottom of this. Who are these?
Daddy's home.
Yeah. Who are these? They came to me, Father. They said were at the oracle. They said the Eye of Anon told them to come here to help them. I told you, as Mother did, not all little ones are evil. I know they killed Mother and they captured you, but apparently there's crack in society. The roots of evil run deep. But not all of them are to blame, Father. These ones proved it. Dragons. And he swears, even something, Michael, you know is a swear, but you don't even understand the pure translation of it. Irith, you say, this dragon. And he rubs his chin. The shackles have been removed. Nicodemus, you're in like this giant meditation cave. There's like beautiful like surge, like a seashell sound. Surging. It's almost like breathing.
I hear the ocean.
Almost like breathing, yeah. And yeah, in this chamber you can like teleport. You can cast a teleport spell. Activate the teleport spell. And you still have the conch. They haven't taken the conch away from you or anything. Especially now that they've explained that you individuals are allies.
Mhm.
That you guys had even met. Like had even been foretold by Zephyros. And that you guys have met a good frost giant. They didn't say good, but a frost giant.
And he died.
Named Harshnag that you guys had even traveled with, trying to help to fix the ordning. You guys know of the broken ordning, and you guys had come here to him to seek help. His greatness has even known
To help restore peace between our two peoples.
Yeah. So it takes you an hour. You guys could take a short rest.
Oh, cool. I can get my thing back.
As you attune.
The channel divinity. I can get that back. That's about all.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take my channel divinity back too.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's better than not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Short rest. Apply. That's all I get. I didn't get injured, so I'm not spending any hit dice. Could you all try to convince him to send us, like somebody to help out? Because as I mentioned, we're not sure if the Archmage captain is there or not. What's going to go down between him and the half orc?
We're gonna need some help.
What about the Marrow? Will they be on board? Will they be back in the water? What about Slaughterfell? What if he just decides to show up because he's surely got psychically been aware of this and he may be like there to fucking do something? I don't know. And there's still a handful. I'm not worried about the handful of crew that's left. I'm not really more.
We're more worried about what's behind it.
Yeah. And by the way, can we get longitude and latitude for Maelstrom here? So just in case we can have the dragon, we don't want to tell the dragon ship anything about where this place is. Although I'm sure the dragons already know. I don't want to share that information with them anyway. So never mind. We can always send them back to Waterdeep.
You do know that Maelstrom has a literal maelstrom, a giant whirlpool.
So sailing here is just not a thing, right?
Well, you basically sail here, come down the drain.
Yeah, I don't.
They're
think
deep.
so.
I think they're, what did I say, 1,000 feet deep?
Something like that. They're
yeah,
down.
Yeah, like it's.
Under the sea.
All right, so here's our plan. We're going to go back to the dragon ship, board the squid ship from the dragon ship, rescue our friends, and then conk back here and tell the dragon ship to go ahead and sail to Waterdeep. That's the plan.
Okay.
Or we teleport onto the squid ship, right? If we have help.
I'll teleport directly onto the squid ship, whether I have help or not, if I can.
He's not so keen about anyone going with you right now. There's too much going on. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fine, Hekaton. I see how it is. We came to rescue you, but you won't help us rescue our comrades. That's cool. I get that.
No, he says
just like a wit.
He says once I've been able to evaluate everything, he says, once you rescue your friends, come back here.
All right. Yeah, we'll conk back here.
Yeah.
All right.
Garl will be looking out the window.
Sarissa has hardly let go of him.
That's fine.
Like she just is like so happy to have her father back.
You don't even have
to have that responsibility lifted from her shoulders.
You know,
you see that he's wearing the scepter around his neck now?
Oh, cool.
They have changed his clothes. He has cleaned up, which is easy for a storm giant living in a underwater castle. He just literally walked through a hallway. You guys go into this chamber, a big chamber, and you cast a teleport spell where you.
I will try at first, as long as they tell me that I can have multiple uses of it. It's not like one and I have to wait. If it's like one and I have to wait till tomorrow, I'll just go to the squid ship. I mean, to the dragon ship. But if I could like try, and if it doesn't work, I could try again. I will try first for the squid ship if I have multiple options. If it's just do it once and you either go or you don't. I mean, it needs a day to recharge or something. I'll just go to the dragon ship.
I'm not 100%. I don't think that you can multiple. Plus, if you're going with them, I think that you would just have to go to the dragon ship.
Okay.
Because you're also going. The ability to teleport is in the chamber. Okay. I think maybe if you were to sit there, you could teleport multiple times, maybe. but you're going with it, so you're not even in the chamber to use it now.
Okay.
Because it's a literal. You literally attune to the chamber. Now the next person can come along and attune to it again. Okay. And then they are attuned to it and can cast a teleport. It works something like that. There has to be an attunement. I know that. So, but anyways.
Before I teleport, should I start to look like the captain again?
Up to you.
You're gonna be on the dragon ship. Best
You're just going to the dragon ship, so
never mind.
You got time to decide, because you flash and the familiar warmth of the elemental furnace, and you can see Harshnag and a couple, or not Harshnag, Warvel and a couple of the cultists looking forward to the bow.
Hi.
And you can see, and they turn around startled when you guys appear. Hey, what the hell's going on? How'd you guys get here? What's going on? And he kind of points into the.
Have you been following the squid ship? Can you still see it?
He says, "Yeah, we've been following it."
All right. So long story short, we got in there and we got Hekaton back home. But we left Garl and the goblins behind because they couldn't get to us in time. So we need to get back there and get them back.
Okay, speaking of which, over
I'm
on the squid ship,
Yeah, on the squid ship.
Garl, it's been an hour. You know
Alright,
that you're
through the hour, he'd be looking through there, looking for opportunity to lower the rope and find get onto the deck with Snert and Gobbo and Hyde.
the only real thing that's happened is that the ship has come to a stop. They haven't anchored because it's like deep water.
Yeah.
But they stopped forward momentum because like their prisoner's gone, their captain is gone, many of the crew are dead. The half orc is assessing everything. He's been pacing around assessing, and that's what what you guys are getting from inside. The goblins have dried off somewhat. They wrung out their clothes and dried them off the best they could. What are you doing? Because you know your spell's going to kick down right away.
That's why I was saying I was watching through the 3x5 5-foot door, looking for a good opportunity while it was still dark.
Yeah. Oh, it'll still be dark because it's literally only about 8:30 at night.
To descend on down, and then having Gobbo and Snert go on down, and then finding a hiding spot to further assess what's going on the ship. So basically coming on back down to the bow, and then finding for us three small little beings.
Okay.
Hide.
Okay. There is 2 guys at the forecastle.
Okay.
Not that they even are aware of like your rope trick, but they are there manning ballistas. There's not like 2 guys manning each ballista. There's just the 2 guys, 2 ballista. So, but as I said, they're human. It's dark. So if you guys want to stealth down, you can. I'm honestly not even worried about you guys because the goblins are better than normal. And you're very exceptional. You guys, again, think of a movie where these guys are just having a quiet conversation. The ship has come to a halt. There's still some precipitation. They're just kind of talking softly, and then over their shoulders, you could see these 3 figures just appear out of nowhere in the blackness and drop down and pitter patter softly, quietly.
And I'll reel in my rope again.
Yeah, you may.
And be just looking at the situation.
These guys are talking in a weird human language, maybe Tetherian. You're not sure.
But as long as nobody's coming up towards us on the bow, or looking like with that intent of that, then we're just gonna kind of hold there and wait, maybe for a possibility.
Your sharp eyes, you think way off to the stern, but on the starboard side, a little bit off to the side. You think maybe way in the distance, you might have seen like a piece of darkness, darker than the night. That could possibly be your dragon ship.
Okay.
In the distance, way in the distance, still. You're like, is that them? Is that the ship? The goblins kind of shrug their shoulders. They aren't sure that they saw what you saw, but they trust your keen sense. Two men manning the forecastle. They don't know you notice you guys in the dark, in the precipitation, with your good stealth.
Do I notice any other activity other than those two up on top deck?
Yeah, you notice that the ship bumps like you hit a reef, but not violently, just a bump. And it's like, what? Thought we were like in deep water. And Nicodemus, you guys could just see the dark shape of the squid ship appearing ahead of you guys. When suddenly the water around it erupts into white foam as 10 tentacles, thicker than that of a man's body, erupt out of the water.
Well, it was nice
And
knowing you guys.
encircle the ship. You hear shouts and screams echo over the water, as well as a strange blast, almost like an elephant trumpet mixed with like a hiss of air being released.
Quick, we need to get to them quickly. Can we even see Garl and Gobbles?
No, they're not. They're like out of dark vision range. It's dark. There's precipitation. Like you have a sense of where the ship is. You can see the wake and the vague outline.
Curiosity.
Yep.
How big could a goblin climb into a bag of holding?
What? Yeah,
could a
you
goblin
could. Oh yeah.
climb into a bag of holding?
Oh yeah. Hell, you could. Yeah. I think it's like 2 feet or 3 feet or something like that. Or yeah, you could. Yeah. Yeah, goblin could. Yeah.
How far away?
And it's what, 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot cube inside.
Could could both goblins fit in there?
Yep.
Or could a goblin and Garl, because he's a fucking gnome, he's probably even smaller than the goblin.
Yeah, well, easily 2 smalls. I would pretty much. I mean, I just said it's a 4 foot cube,
yeah.
But like in a 5 foot cube, I think that what is it? They said something like 2 smalls or 4 smalls.
And Garl is a
small.
Has the bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Get me to within 400 feet of the thing. Of the deck, the beside the front of the ship where Garl was last night.
Easily. Yep, easily. You'd have to be at least that, because like I said, it's dark. It's out of dark vision. It's like obscured. Everything. Like everything's against you visually, so you can kind of see where it is. You're within 400 feet. Yeah.
Boom. I want to dimension door over there. Yell. Garl, snurk. Garl, snurk. And
ship is rocking violently. You drop yourself off at the bow.
Come with me if you want to live.
You can't see them, but Garl and goblins. Suddenly, Nicodemus appears on the deck of the ship that is like violently hurling about as
climb into
tentacles.
Garl's bag of holding. I'll teleport us all out of here.
Yeah, two of you climb in, and then he can teleport the third one because
a tentacle smashes.
Quickly.
A random guy just smashes him with his
Garl,
legendary action.
Garl will be taking Snurt and Gobble and saying, "Come on with me. Your king will protect you." Oh, there's Nicodemus. We got to save him. And start trotting over to Nicodemus.
Yeah, he's only like whatever 10, 15 feet away. He's not. He dropped himself off on the forecastle.
Dude, climb in.
And like that. And then hearing that, Garl will open up the bag of holding and then he'll hug Nicodemus. I knew you were my priest. Loyalty, yes.
The deck is like rocking back and forth, similar to when Hecaton had shook it. But I won't make you guys roll because it never doesn't ask for one. This description. You guys can the goblins snort and gobble, nimble and quick. Get in with their they dash in. Zoop.
And
Nimble escape.
Garl will say, and don't touch my things.
It's cramped in there once you get in there, Garl, but not like total sucky. It's just tight. There's three small. It's like I said, 4 foot cube, and there's 3 of you, so whatever. It's not. You've been in
Sucking
tighter,
up all the good air.
especially being verbal, and you've been in tighter situations. It's not not enough to make you be.
Garl tell him, stop sucking up the royal air.
The mast falls down. The ship starts to buckle.
Very dark in there, though.
Yeah.
And you can hear like the crunching of timbers.
Farah's just like watching from the ship, from the dragon ship, just like got everything crossed for you guys. Like, hurry the fuck up.
And the ship starts going down.
And that's when I dimension door back over to ours. Last second, just all.
Yeah. Because it only takes, because it's doing 250 points of damage around to the ship with its siege weapon and everything. So it only takes 2 rounds to sink the ship.
It'll take it a while to take out one of those frost giant ships. Those things are sturdy.
And you guys are far enough away. You guys could see that the cracks and the screams of men and the frothing at the sea. And then pretty soon things go quiet and still. Just your boat just moves on some waves that end up,
Somebody like to yell at the captain, "Turn the elemental on full!"
And you guys can get well without, or you guys do not get pursued. You guys do not anything. The only thing that happens before you guys decide to teleport to Maelstrom or do whatever, because I'll give you guys 10th level.
Nice.
And we will call it there for this week, as you guys are distancing yourself, and we'll from where the Kraken has sunk the Morkoth, and we'll continue next week. Yeah, so
Great.
take a level.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yes, indeed, Mr. McSneed.
I'm glad I did not use my 4th level spells for polymorph, as I kept thinking of during the battle.
Dimension
Oof,
door.
lucky.
You used the one dimension door.
What did you say?
You used the on dimension door, right?
Yeah, I have 2 dimension doors, so I still have 1 left.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and remove those 2 4th level spells. I have 1 4th level spell left.
I think we want to take a long rest as soon as possible, though.
Yeah, so we're done. If you want to go, Kath, you can go. Like, class dismissed.
Okay, yeah, it's getting late. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
Whew.
Thanks for
But,
playing.
I didn't get hit once.
We didn't really fight, did we?
No, and I killed those 4 guys in 1 hit, so yay!
Garl.
Oh,
It gets somewhat confusing when you guys are like so stealth, because like it's like, well, where's the point of like, where's the line that defines like stealth and like invisibility, pretty much, right?
yeah.
And then seriously, like, I looked all week at what I thought, same thing. Oh, Archmage should be able to do something handily. He doesn't even have dispel magic.
Oh boy.
I couldn't even just dispel your pass without trace. His AC is only 15. I knew as soon as Garl started shooting, his damage would be like accumulating.
Imagine if he had a Hunter's Markham. A couple extra decent.
He was too
I
far
could
away.
have put up.
He was too far away from me.
I could have put up a wall of force. But on a ship that's only 20 feet wide, suddenly you can't get them, but then they can't get you. Right? And it's concentration as well, right? And everything's concentration. So it's like, I don't know. I just had maybe I'm just terrible at being a spellcaster. I just was having a hard time. I could just go, bam, here's your cone of cold.
Yeah.
And then as a DM, I got to do a little bit of damage to my players, right? But
something, but then that would have been it.
Right.
He would have died next round.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as you guys are happy with it, I really have a hard time kind of sometimes like being able to think about what the person would do logically. Because I know a lot of DMs would just go, well, here's the damage spells. He's going to damage. But it's like kind of like, well, number one, the only one he was really sure about was like, I mean, the detect magic showed him that there was magic going on. The detect thoughts would have showed him you and the goblins. You know, maybe the goblins anyways. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You're still good though.
As long as you guys are happy with it or thought it was done well.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm signing off if no one minds.
No, go.
Go and have a great and wonderful week. Do go great and wonderful things.
Yeah. See you next week.
You stay safe, stay healthy, avoid the virus.
Where's the fun in that?
We slay viruses.
Yes, you do. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, so like, oh.
10th level. What do I get at 10th level?
Intervention.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool.
And I felt those stuff.
Yeah.
Are you getting another 4th level spell slot?
Another 5th.
No. No, I may want to.
You should already have 3 4th level spell slots.
I don't think about that before I actually.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like, I find like encounters like that like sometimes hard because like it's like, well, you guys, because like I have to, it's hard to keep it in mind that like I said, it happened at night. It happened in poor weather. It says specifically the crew is 20 humans of various ethnicities. So they can't see fuck all. They can't see fuck all. You guys, master fucking stealthers with, especially with the pass out trace, just makes it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
Well, it was a scenario that was really in a lot of ways optimized for Garl's build.
Yeah.
The timing of it, of being at nighttime and during like lightly obscured, actually
we have
matters a
dark
lot.
vision. Why wouldn't we attack at night?
Right.
All stealth.
Actually matters a lot. So, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. I just actually want to find a cameraman. I want to make a YouTube video. It's basically my comeback to Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, people never take into account a lot of things. The fact, like I said, it's dark 20 hours a day.
It's cold. It's dark.
And super cold. Not just cold, like super cold. We're talking like that's not just cold. That's cold for here, right? Like if it's like 39 below Fahrenheit, that's fucking beyond cold. That's like metal snapping cold, right? Like that's like you start your car and things just break because the metal is so cold. The snow we had here, we have a lot of snow and it was literally from like one weekend. So in Rime of the Frost Maiden, it's been winter for 2 years. The snow isn't melting. Another thing is like they describe roads. Well, who the fuck is clearing roads? There's no snow plows. You have 2 fucking years worth of snow accumulation at 40 below weather.
So we're not doing that. We're not doing that module.
Like,
well, Dad, I don't know. The reviews that I've seen on it, I kind of liked because it made environmental conditions and skills and abilities.
Right. But that's my point, right? Is that like there's all this stuff in the like first page of the module they talk about the frigid cold, the snow, the darkness, all this stuff. And when I'm watching all these games on YouTube, no one takes any of it into account. That never mind. If you're outside, it's at best dim light, probably dark, because it's only dim light for 4 hours. Everything is dark. There's gonna be a blizzard most of the time, and everything you're doing is difficult terrain.
So everybody's just walking around with humans, you know, human people like, yeah, I'm a barbarian. Yeah, it's cold, but you know,
they're just strolling around, right? Like they're not taking any of that into account, which is why I want to do a video on it, because I want to really point out to people that like that's
I live
where
in Canada. I know fucking cold.
Do you know what? It's been winter and dark for 2 years. The snow accumulation is going to be up to the fucking roofs of the houses. Some villages, some towns might shovel out.
But that would be it. Just a village, just a town. That would be it.
Right. Most of them are not going to shovel out. The cottages and shit are going to be buried. Only the entrances and maybe pathways will be shoveled out. Okay. There's no fodder. Any horses or cattle or sheep or goats or chickens that you had, there's no feed. They've been slaughtered and fucking eaten. Right? Like, clothing. There's no caravans in or out. So think about like a frontier in the Western days, right? You got all these like East Coast people dressed very European. Now all of a sudden in a couple months, well, they're wearing moccasins, and then more and more natural things are incorporated into the clothing, right? And that's funny because like everyone describes it as like, oh, they're wearing like parkas and wool coats and scarves, and it's like, no, man, you're like in fucking sealskin parkas down to your knees, right? You're in fucking sealskin boots, fur side in, you know, like you're not wearing fucking boots with heels and like lighting. Everyone talks about, oh, they go to the fire and they throw a piece of wood on. Where the fuck's the wood coming from? They're not burning wood. You're burning fucking whale oil, fish oil. You do have Calvin's cairn there. Maybe you're burning a little bit of coal if you have a dwarf contact. There would be a little bit of wood because there is lonely wood there. But they talk about it being the only source of wood. In 2 years, with the entire Ted Towns, depending on lonely wood for wood, there's no wood left. Like, I don't know. I find it really weird how they're like it's supposed to be harsh or whatever. The games I see on YouTube, none of them ever.
Does it have mechanics for it in the module?
Yeah, first page.
Oh man, the module actually, from what I've heard, the module is pretty well written and delves into a lot of those aspects and gives you some unique DCs and racial explanations. It makes a Goliath pretty handy in that environment.
Yeah, I honestly think that a lot of people don't know what extreme cold is like.
No, they don't.
They don't know how to play it, right? Like I keep on thinking about where the fuck's the snow going? They're talking about walking through the streets. I'm like looking at windows. I'm like, what? Walking through streets, looking through windows. There shouldn't be a window open because it's fucking 40 below. And it's not like you have modern insulation. You have like homes built out of what? Sod? Like, because, I mean, you'd have some rock from Calvin's Cairn, but that'd be more for public buildings and that type of thing. You couldn't possibly think that every home in 10 towns is built out of stone with wood roofs. Right?
Sod, ice.
Yeah, sod, blocks of ice, hides.
Yeah.
Mammoth, like a lot of it would be more lodge style.
Shore debris that would wash up.
Right. Yeah. If there's wood, there's driftwood. Right. But like for fires, what they're burning is animal dung, whale oil, fish oil, some coal, some wood, but the majority of it would be whale oil and animal dung. Right. I said I'd like to make like a goblin ranger. And part of the reason why he's accepted by the 10 towns, by the human settlements, is because he brings in sled loads of reindeer dung and sells it. Right? Use his ranger abilities to track the herd and find it, and then pick the dung on a sled, drag it to town, and sell it for cheap for fuel. Because in the extreme Arctic like that, the dung literally freeze dries. It's not like you bring it in and it thaws and it's mushy. It freeze dries. It makes great fuel. In fact, it burns almost smokeless. Because all they eat is lichen and moss and twigs, but there's not going to be moss and twigs. These animals, all these wild animals, be on the verge of starvation. Because even like I said, muskox or reindeer, in reality, they dig through the snow and they eat twigs and they eat lichen, they eat moss on the ground. But what do you do when it's been winter for 2 years?
You dig deeper.
FYI, I'm going to look for a picture of houses covered in snow with just a roof sticking out, and I'm going to post it in the 5th edition group saying never play Rime of the Merchant of the Frost Maiden with a DM who lives in Canada, Northern Canada.
Yeah, well, for sure. Because honest to God, Michael, when I watch these games, it bothers me because the way they describe stuff, I'm like, that's so not realistic. Like, no one has ever even considered it's dark all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
you can get pictures of that here from the last time I knew they had up here where we had 10 foot of snow
Yeah.
on the one time
Yeah.
fall. It was
That was a couple years ago. I heard
just
that
before I
like
went
snow.
Yeah.
just before I went to Germany.
Yeah.
And they were shoveling off, people were shoveling off the roads. I remember my father when I was younger up in Star Lake, New York. We had a pretty good blizzard, and to get outside of the house, you had to go through the second story bedroom window, shovel off the porch, and then start shoveling a path without falling through the snow.
Yeah.
And because you'd suffocate eventually.
Because you suffocate from snow.
You will.
Well, yeah, it's not.
It's
I
like
mean,
being in an avalanche.
yeah, like people even here think we get a lot of snow. Well, shit, over the whole winter we might get 3 feet of snow. But you go to like the Maritimes, fuck, they'll get like 3 meters in one blizzard, and that's 10 feet. They'll literally get 10 feet of snow in one blizzard. It's like, what? How's that even? How do you even deal with that?
Possible. I can wrap my head around that.
No, well, I can't. Like if you have 3 feet of, like, let's put it this way: if it snows a foot, you're gonna have snowdrifts 3 feet high. So, like 10 feet of snow, all there's just chimneys sticking out of the snow. So I don't know, but anyways, like the cold, like I don't know, I just like the, it's literally like I said, dark, all but for 4 hours, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's dim. So visual conditions are you're either blind or you have disadvantage in your dark vision range.
So no torches. I guess.
Always. Well, if you had a torch, but you got a blizzard, they extinguish all open flames.
Oof. Yeah, I don't think that'd be fun. But
That's where that drift globe would be handy.
Right.
Or a bullseye lantern.
But if you watch any games where they're playing it, Ryan, if you've watched any, you'll admit they don't take any of those extreme conditions into play, which should be into play like constantly.
They might at first, and then just forget about it immediately.
No.
Like you hear that all the time with something I'm big on is that the races like a half orc or a drow, or if you're playing something, or even a tiefling.
Every scene is, we're walking down the street. We knock on the door. We go in. We sit down by the roaring fire. We have a big meal, and we put on our cute winter outfit, and we walk outdoors.
I kind of half-ass run the environments somewhat. It's like last night's game that I did in and around the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
The heat from it, and you start feeling the exhaustion it can cause.
Well, they got the extreme heat conditions right in the DM's guide.
Yeah.
Exactly. Use them. If you're in a volcano, fucking rates, you got extreme heat.
Well, you can and there's certain things that give you cover from some of the heat, how close you get to the lava and that.
No, I like that stuff. I like when the environment comes into play, and that's one thing that people aren't doing. Like I said, Rime of the Frostbite, and Bulls will be like, oh, I open the window and I look outside. Well, number one, you're in like a frontier town. You're not going to have glass windows that open and close. Number two, there's so much fucking snow, your windows are below the snow line. Unless you've actually shoveled it out. If you have a whole village shoveling it out, where is it going? Okay, then at least you have to describe it where, like, you know what, these villages and towns, either they haul their snow out to the lakes, put it on the lakes, let it melt, or there's piles just outside of town, or they make walls on the prevailing wind side, which is the way I would describe a lot of it. If snow was removed from the town, they'd have a place they piled it right.
Well, if they're by the coastline,
Yeah.
they push it into the coast. If they're by a river,
Well,
they-
there are lakes. There are lakes, and the lakes remain unfrozen because of geologic activity.
but
So-
they may push it into there. But then
Mhm.
you have how far is the transportation to get from point A to point B?
Well, right. That's exactly right.
Because even here in New York State, when the snow up along gets deep around like Niagara, Alex Bay, Cape Vincent, and like that, these places along the river, they'll put it in dump trucks and they'll go and they'll dump it actually into either the Great Lake, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, or St. Lawrence
Yeah.
River.
Yeah.
Here's a question I have for you about Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Mhm.
Why? I get Storm King Thunder. I got the Storm King Thunder is about, you go into that knowing that it's, giants and the ordning's been broken and you have to do something about it. Lost Mines of Fandelver.
Oriel the Frost
there's a
Maiden.
lost mine. What the fuck's there like the Rime of the Archmaiden besides, hey, you're in the north? Descent into Avernus. Okay. It's devils, right? You get it. Okay. There's something about going to hell. All right. Rise of the Dragon Queen or Horde of the Dragon Queen. Got it, right? Got it. Takesis or Tiamat's trying to come back. Got to prevent it. What Rime of the Frost Maiden? What's the deal? Is there a Frost Maiden? You got to rhyme. You got to have an epic rap battle with a Frost
Oriel.
Maiden.
That
Oriel.
would be awesome.
Oriel, the
Huh?
Frost Maiden. Oriel, the Frost Maiden, has brought eternal winter to the north. Oriel is
it's
one
the
of the
Frozen
3
movie.
destruction gods with like Talos and Umberlee. And
Okay.
there's Oriel. She
And-
is like the goddess of winter's fury.
Well,
Okay. So
even
the white
with that-
bitch has brought eternal winter. Okay.
even that, you're trying to get winter to stop so the lower land mass can actually survive because it's decimating the crops.
Winter is coming. Got it. Okay.
Well, yeah, people don't know if it's spreading or what. Like, it's Oriel. She's a lesser deity. So, like with connections to like higher deities. So, it's supposed to be somewhat enigmatic. You don't know exactly what her purpose is. Other than she wants to bring like eternal winter to the north, unchanging, cold, relentless.
The
like
cold
her.
never bothered me anyway.
Okay, what is it? Frozen.
Yeah. That's immediately what I think of when you're talking about Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Well, that's
Oh, but Michael, because of Rime of the Frost Maiden, Goliath now have cold resistance.
Oh, do they? Okay.
yeah, they changed in that they officially changed some of the aspects.
Like official
breaks.
errata, yeah. They added it in this Rime of the Frost Maiden, and it's actually part of the errata. Like,
Well,
For all-
were Goliath ever published?
Yeah,
Oh, what book are they in?
they're in Volos, I believe. Let me double check.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
I
in
think so.
Volos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were in, I think they were in another one before that.
Elemental thing, I think.
Yeah.
Princes of the Apocalypse.
No, the
Elemental Evil. Players
Elemental Evil. Yep.
Which is Princes of the Apocalypse.
Yeah. No, just that free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
they're
when
introducing
Elemental
new
Evil
spells and stuff.
when Elemental Evil came on out, I downloaded that, and that's the first time I played a Goliath.
So Dragonborn, white or silver.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Sorcerer, with the dragon background white, Goliath, Triton.
Triton have cold resistance?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, that's
Those
not
are
a
the
bad
races that
idea.
give you cold resistance.
A silver dragon born ranger.
Yeah.
They don't have dark vision though.
No.
Or a tiefling with the infernal
But you
legacy.
use the new variant rules and you give him blind fighting as a fighting style.
I would probably go for a tiefling with infernal constitution feat, so that would also give me cold resistance.
Or you could use the oopsie daisy switch and mix and match racial abilities from Tasha's and just ixnay something from your dragon heritage and get dark vision.
Sure.
I'm not sure. I don't have Tasha's. I don't plan on, but
I sent you a link.
yeah, I know. But there you go. So as long as you got your cold resistant, dark vision, and ranger abilities to be able to survive in any environment, there you go. Outlander background, can find food for 6. You're fine.
Right, and also like even like a fucking favorite terrain where like if you travel for more than an hour, you and your companions move at a regular speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like that in itself
it's worth it, right?
because the travel times in Rime, it's a quarter mile an hour.
I probably used the
A half mile an hour with snowshoes, a mile an hour if you use a dog sled. But a dog dogs have to stop and rest for an hour after every hour. So it still works out to the same speed. And do it, they never take that into account in any of the videos either. They're like, oh, they travel 3 hours by dog sled. I'm like, no.
But I probably used the new class features from Tasha's that are official now, optional official. They're
optional optional world.
But you
the official optional. The official optional is the optional.
But you use that Def Explorer, that takes away all that natural explorer terrain.
Yeah.
And makes it really for a ranger gives you a little bit more advantage than what you would have on the other, because any terrain is under Def Explorer you're good with.
Yeah.
Fellas, it's dinner time. I gotta go. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, see ya.
So 10th level.
I'm gonna head off too.
Finally
So
made it there.
ya.
We'll decide what we do next week.
All right.
I may multi-class. I don't know.
Is that the module over?
No.
Okay. See ya.
Well.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. It could be, but that's next week. We'll.
What I mean is, it's just where the module ends in the actual module.
One more chapter, technically.
Okay.
Doom of the Desert.
Doom of the Desert.
Yes. But
wait, are we gonna go kill the red dragon now? We can't kill a red dragon. We're not powerful enough.
The desert is about going after Imrith.
Oh.
King Hecaton would like to go after Imrith. He wants to, yeah, we'll get into that next week.
So we're teaming up with the Storm Giants. That's gonna be awesome.
But, yep. I bumped up a level in Scout, so.
Cool.
And I'm a 10th level cleric.
Give me uncanny dodge now.
So I can use divine intervention now.
I really hope that comes through. That'd be cool.
Yeah. 10%.
I want you to succeed on that roll. That would be cool. That would be cool. Because I love the fact that they have put divine intervention in as a mechanic. because it's something playing advanced in second edition. We used to do a lot. Hell, even third and 3.5.
I played a game once where we were all like angels, like actual angels, not Asmar. And they gave like bonuses to divine intervention. So it was like by the time I got to Soar, it was like 25% chance, I think. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. So
Okay.
I'll
And I'm gonna go ahead and head on off and go feed the cows.
Yep.
And
I don't know. I don't know if that was like a euphemism, but
no, that's a literal. I got my heifers out there that springing heifers that I'm raising up to springing heifers from started heifers.
Oh yeah.
So it's about their feeding time, and my son wasn't around for me to instruct him and let him know. So
yeah. All right.
See you guys.
See you guys next week. Good game.
Yep.
Good game, all y'all. Bye.
Bye.